The performance will be starting soon. Please find your seat and silence your cell phone. Thank you. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready to be amazed. Put your hands together and make some noise. It's showtime!
Well, hello out there. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Audio Roast Podcast. I'm your host, Jared Isaacs, and I want to say welcome to the show. We've got a good one here for you today. So, welcome aboard. We're going to go ahead and do what we normally do, get to some business at the front end, make a mullet out of this situation. So, You could check out the live stream that's happening right now on both YouTube and Facebook. Just search for the Audio Roast Podcast. Follow us on our social medias on Instagram and Twitter. And then if you want audio-only episodes, if you're not the kind of person to want to sit down in front of a TV or a phone for a couple hours and enjoy some good conversation, if you'd rather just put some earbuds in and listen to it that way, you can do so afterwards. I'm going to try and start uploading those every Monday, so the day after the show. So that's going to up my stake in the game, so to say. So you could check that out at Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, and Podbean. And then, of course, you can always send us an email if you've got any comments or questions or anything to the audioroastpodcast@gmail.com. We've got new news. You ready for it? We have now got a Patreon channel set up. And it's actually coming together quite well, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I've got several different videos and stuff up there right now as bonus content. If you want more from the show, there's your place to get it. So I've been doing some React videos and stuff where I'm watching videos that I haven't seen in a long time, or many that I've never seen at all before. So I'm looking forward to that and continuing that. There's other things that are going to be coming down the pike on the Patreon channel. So, if you're overall looking for more, if you want more from the show, that's where you can find more. And, of course, you can also support us through the Cash App and PayPal. You could see on the screen the Audio Roast Podcast on Cash App and the Audio Roast on PayPal. Just give it a search, and you'll find us. And then, of course, all of our playlists that we do at the end of each show are available on Spotify and iTunes. And that's just, some of the music that we cover, the songs and whatnot that you hear. I put together a playlist, so if you want a good playlist for driving to work or mowing the lawn, whatever you're doing, it's great, and it's a great companion piece to the show. So that's on Spotify and iTunes. So to kind of recap last week, we had Aaron Powell, formerly of Wicked Shimmy, currently of what is the name of her new band? I just went blank. Image something. Yay Live. And then Identity Crisis. There you go. And then PJ Houts was also here with us last week. And, of course, he was a former manager of Stick It In Your Ear and a longtime local supporter of local music. So we had hip-hop from the year 2000 that we discussed last week, and that was a lot of fun. That was the first time we ventured into the hip-hop genre on the show, so that was pretty entertaining. But next week, We are doing our third installment of Classic Album Clash. This time, we're going with some Van Halen. We're going to be having the OG, Mr. Greg Frazier, here with the other OOG, Jeff Ward. It should be some entertaining content because one is pro Sammy and one is pro Dave. So I'm going to try and keep the train on the tracks and keep it about the albums and not the lead singers and all the hubbub that surrounds it. That's what's happening next week. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'll be honest, I've actually gone ahead and started working on that show. Doing my homework, taking my notes, making my script, and So there's some hard choices when, as you know, we go track by track and compare track 1 to track 1, track 3 to track 3, etc. So when you do it that way, some of them are easy and some of them are really hard decisions. So I think it's going to be really good. We might end up throwing fists by the end of the episode next week. Who knows? So stick around next week for that one. But this week, you know what you're in for. We're gone country. I mean, look at that mullet. How could I not use that in the promo picture for this week? I mean, they say it's bigger in Texas, but I say it's better in Texas if you're rocking a mullet like that. So that's right. We're doing country music from the year 1995. And of course, we've got special guest Mr. Tyler Weeks and some guy that I pulled in off the streets named Kelly Bowman. So hopefully we can figure something out about him. I don't know a whole lot about that guy. So, yeah, let's check out the comments here. Josh Poole, good afternoon. Identity crisis. Yes, thank you. Kim says, notes, color me shocked. Yes, I know. I've never been known for a note taker. I don't know. Speaking of Kim, as you can see, I'm rocking my little I voted sticker. So did my part. Next. That's what we've got in store for this week. So we're going to introduce our guests and stuff and get started. But before we do, speaking of Mr. Tyler Weeks, let's listen to that sultry voice. Play a little ad or, a little something.
Hey musicians, do your shows need that extra layer of fun and excitement? Wow your fans with next level production and let Sunset Productions help you up your game. We can create custom and unique sound, lighting, and video packages designed just for you and your budget. Let's work together and give our community the shows they deserve. For more information, contact Jared Isaacs at sunsetproductionsspringfield@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Sunset Productions. Sunset Productions. Don't be a jukebox, be an experience.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to our first guest for the day. I'll go ahead and welcome it this time. You know him. That's not the right one. There we go. You can currently see him playing at Main Street Music Hall. He's doing I'll actually not even tease that. I'll just let him discuss what he's doing because he's doing a whole lot. He's doing some country. He's doing, I believe, some rock, some pop, just a little bit of everything. And it's not in Branson. This is up in Osage Beach. So, if you want to head north instead of south and see some good entertainment, better than Branson, then check it out. Main Street Music Hall. So I'd like to take this time to welcome our first guest, Mr. Tyler Weeks. How's it going, Tyler?
It's going, dude. How are you?
Doing well. Doing real well. Appreciate you making it here today.
Yeah, man. I cut it close, but I made it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever cut it that close.
It's dramatic entrance. I'm fashionably late as always.
No, I dig it.
But I made it.
I totally dig it. Again, I'm not going to ask how you did it. So the show was already started live, and he's like, I'm at West Bypass and Sunshine. I'm like, I'm on the other side of town. So he pulled in right as we started rolling the beginning intro and stuff, and I was like, I don't know how you did it, and I'm not even going to ask. So glad you made it here, and glad you made it here in one piece.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Josh is talking about my note-taking abilities, called me Unabomber Jared. So they will be letting Greg Frazier and Jeff Ward out of the nursing home that day. Yeah, I've had to sign a waiver. That's correct, Mark. All right, so we will go ahead and get to our second guest here. You know him from, let's hit the right button this time. Maybe. There we go. Yeah. You know him from the Dirty Saints. I know him from the Dirty Saints. If you've known him for a long time, you might know him from other bands as well, and we're going to get into that a little bit today. So I would like to welcome at this time Mr. Kelly Bowman. Kelly, how's it going, buddy?
It's going well. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. Doing fantastic. Thank you as well for being here today.
Oh, not a problem. Looking forward to it.
Same. So I've been at you for a couple of weeks, and I appreciate your patience. and shut up, Jared. I'll be there when I'm there.
Well, it's just a matter of just getting the time together and being able to do it. And it worked out well this time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I will say that, and so that people know at home, we did the AC/DC Classic Album Clash where we took Highway to Hell and put it against Back in Black and went track by track. And I'm like, man, I need Kelly Bowman here for that. So you were missed on that. But we had a great time, and I'm actually really looking forward to doing this country show with you because I personally know that you are more than just a rocker and even a metalhead. People don't even know that about you.
Yeah,
some people don't.
I like good music, and it really doesn't matter what it is. I mean, country, obviously rock. We're doing the 70s and 80s stuff with the Dirty Saints. I do like metal. I like classical. I like rap. I like it all. So
that's awesome.
As long as it's good.
Yep. I think that's fantastic. I'm the same way. Like, I've just always been pretty open-minded about things. Of course, there's always going to be something that I just can't get behind, but I try to keep an open mind for the most part. So
yeah, definitely so.
That's awesome. All right, so that is our little intros. I don't know why you look so red.
I look red.
You look red. Hold tight. Hey, Anthony. See if I can get my tech crew in here to help with that. Get the square, like not the rectangle, square one. There's a tripod in. Sorry. All right, so we'll have our lighting department work on that. We'll see how good.
It's just my tan, man. Actually, it's my burn.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I saw you ripping the Ric Flair shirt, so I was kind of afraid you might have got some color.
Well, only wrestling fans would know that reference.
That's right. Yeah, and speaking of which, if you're a wrestling fan and you're watching this show, stay tuned because I've got some announcements coming up probably in the next week or so. So
was it Ric Flair or that Nick Flair that I sent you that one day?
That was I'm not even talking about that. Kelly Bowman, I'm not even going there.
That was awesome.
That was pretty awesome. So it was Nick Cage face imposed as Ric Flair. So it was Nick Flair, and it was awful. It was every bit as awful and scary as it sounds.
Nicolas Cage, the actor?
Yeah.
Tyler is a Trump supporter? Well, I don't know. Are you? Who knows? I don't know. I don't care.
Where did I say something?
I don't know. Josh, where did that come from? All right, our lighting department is making delivery, so bear.
I said Orange Man.
Oh.
I get it.
Nothing, I took it out.
Man, it's hard to get good help, I guess, Jared, isn't it?
It's always the tech's fault. Come on.
I'm telling you, this is here's the behind the scenes. This is what was to be happening in the pre-show. Maybe not. This is what happens when you're not scripted. Am I right, Dan?
This is all because I'm Orange Man.
Yeah, we can't. Only enough room in this country for one Orange Man.
Jared, for the money I'm being paid here, I kind of expected a little more.
That makes two of us. But here's the thing: I can either leave it orange and just deal with it, or I can make it right from the get-go.
It is pretty orange though.
It is.
It's because this orange light is shining right in my face, probably.
Wow, that did nothing. I don't know. That is freaking weird. Okay, well, Tyler, you look beautifully tanned. As a matter of fact, I know what I could do with that.
Gonna get a live makeover.
What's that?
Let's get a live makeover, man.
Yeah, you know. Do you want some blue hair or green hair, Tyler?
Ooh. I mean, let's do some green hair.
Yeah, it's on camera.
Just Joker it up.
Why so serious? It's not like it's a podcast or anything. Yeah, that's kind of brightening you up. At least on my computer, it looks like it is.
Well, on my monitor, I look green all the way around.
You
so.
do. Your monitor, the red went out last week.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, everything looks blue.
So donate to the Audio Roast Patreon so we can get some decent equipment.
I'm telling you, running this show like a shit show. And it ain't. It ain't. All right, so here we go. We're going to kick this thing off. Hopefully, if I can get everything else lined out. There we go. It's coming together nicely. It's almost like I was not ready for a show, which is not like me. Okay, so now then, we've got it. We're good. We're good! Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and you guys know I'm not a big fan of kicking it off with interviews because I like to kind of break the ice and get everybody comfortable and cozied in. So, yeah, Josh Poole says tonight's theme, Songs of the Oompa Loompa. That's right.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweet? Nobody know the rest? Eating as much as an elephant eats. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I that's a song, and I get like all the verses and stuff, all the lines mixed up, so I never know which one's where. But yeah, good stuff. Good reference. Okay, let's play a game, shall we? Kelly's been dying to play a game. He got here early in anticipation for playing some games.
You're killing me here.
So we're gonna play a fun one. This is an old school game that we played from the get-go of the show. This is called First Line of the Song.
Oh, this is gonna go bad.
Oh, you think so? You're like, I came here for this.
I'm sitting there going, I gotta click it off on this. I gotta sit there.
I mean, you're a drummer. Like song lyrics aren't important to you,
they
right?
are not my forte, I would have to say.
I call bull on that because I know that you sing as well.
I do.
Just saying, I know that.
But it's different, on the songs that I'm actually going to be singing on. That's one thing. Now probably a backup lyric, something like that, background, anything like that.
Yeah, you could just hum a melody and say whatever garbage lyrics you want.
Slow it out there.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so obviously we're playing First Line of the Song. It's not too complicated, but just in case you need some help, here's the rules. So you can choose from one of these lifelines. Oh, God. So you can either have the second line spoken to you. You can have the melody of the first line sang to you, sang by me, the artist initials, or we can have you view live comments for some help. Right. So that's how we go and play First Line of the Song. And today we're going to let, since he was running a little bit late and kind of feeling the pressure, I'm gonna put the pressure to him, and we'll let Tyler go first on this first game here. So, Tyler, I will let you answer this if you're able to,
okay.
And let me know. Let me know. Good luck.
Okay.
It started way back in 3rd grade. I used to sit beside Emmylou Hayes.
You want the song name?
I want the song name and the artist.
That is Check Yes or No, George Strait.
Woo! Man. Oh, no. Where's my sound effects? Oh, God. One more thing I wasn't ready for. I'm hitting the button. I swear I am.
And I actually knew
Donate to Patreon. So
Whew, man. There we go. The answer is Check Yes or No by George Strait. Tyler, you're killing it, my friend.
well, we're one for one.
Okay. So yeah, true. I won't put too much pressure on you, I guess. Yeah. We'll call it beginner's luck. Okay, so that's 2 points for Tyler since he got the artist and the name of the song. So Kelly, no pressure.
No, none at all.
They read you Cinderella, you hoped it would come true.
Can we go back to the first one? Because I actually knew that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying right now you're checking maybe.
If he doesn't answer, do I get a chance to answer
You
this?
do. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to defer because I really don't know.
Really? You don't want to try and use a lifeline or anything?
Let's, what would be the artist initials?
That would be, Snikes. The artist initials are JMM.
JMM?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Don't forget, you guys watching along, feel free to comment with the answers if you know them. Be a part of the game.
I want to say the first name's John.
That's a good guess.
I can't think of his last two. He's got several hits.
He does. He did.
John Michael Montgomery.
Yay!
There we go.
Nice job.
I had to roll through that one a little bit.
That Rolodex was working overtime. All right, so we are tied 2 for 2. Whew. So Kelly has taken off the initials off the lifeline. I don't have a graphic for that. Sorry. So Tyler, when I woke up this morning, wiped the sleep from my eyes.
Ooh. Those lyrics are not familiar.
No?
So now, do I have my own set of lifelines, or did he?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost feel like I want you to sing it to me just because I want to hear you do it.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. When I woke up this morning, wiped the sleep from my eyes.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Velvety Tones brought to you by Jared.
I don't want to burn all my lifelines for one question.
Oh, Josh, good guess. Josh guessed I Swear by John Michael Montgomery. Nope.
No, that's not it. I know that's not it. I honestly don't know, and I should know, but I don't know.
So this is a big artist, and this is I believe, one of his first hits.
Okay.
And it was popular, but it was not as popular as he would become. So, like if you were doing a tribute to this artist, you would include it in your set, but it wouldn't be what you finish a show with.
Okay.
So, do you want to try another lifeline? Do you want to burn up another lifeline, or do you want to see if Kelly knows it?
No, I'll defer.
Okay.
I'll defer to Kelly.
All right. Kelly.
That way he can burn another lifeline.
I don't think I want to burn another lifeline on this because I really don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right. So, there we go. Looks like nobody gets the points except for we're going to give some points to Tara and to Jeff. Travis Tritt, tell me I'm Not Dreaming by Travis Tritt. Jeff Ward, that's correct.
Jeff, you're not dreaming.
Wasn't that the title of the last song? No. Incorrect.
The title of the last song was "I Can Love You Like That."
Yeah.
John Michael Montgomery.
Yeah. Got you. Yeah, he had said "I Swear." So yeah, no. I Could Love You Like That. I'm sorry, Josh. I probably didn't make that clear enough. So that was Tyler with no points, Kelly with no points. So Kelly, let's give you another shot here. Let me get this comment out of the way. There's your answer. Creole Williams lived down a dirt road, made homemade wine like nobody I know.
That's so easy.
And it's so hard for me to not try and sing say that in a melody. Correct, Tara. Give him the what for. That what I was dreaming. Shut your whore mouth, Bowman.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some tension in the comments here between bandmates.
Oh, I think so. I think so.
His day's coming next week.
Yep.
God, I think we used to play this song. Here's a second.
I had to change the screens for us in the house so that he wouldn't see the comments because you guys in the comments have the right answer, by the way.
Dust in the bottle.
Yeah, yeah.
Good job.
That's it. Good job. Good job. Do you know who sings it?
It's not Diamond, is it?
Nope. So far, nobody in the comments has gotten the artist. They've all guessed the title, though.
Yeah, I can't remember who did.
Josh Poole, that's all right, buddy. Josh says, I suck at country. Won't be much help, so only wrong answers for me. Perfect. Josh, so every answer from here on out either has to be Nashville or something about a dog in a truck. Just saying. Wow, Kim Garmery got it. I didn't know Kim was a fan of country music. So the correct answer...
I'm gonna know it the second it's said.
Okay. Wow, I hit the wrong button somehow. I don't know. There we go.
Another one of those three initial artists.
So it's David
David Lee Murphy.
David Lee Murphy.
There you go.
That's right. Good job, everybody. Johnny Carson the Magnificent with the right answer, as always. A little country church on a 2-lane road. A bride and groom coming out the door. I'm telling you, it's hard for me not to sing this. I should have hired Josh Poole to read this since he doesn't know country. He wouldn't have known the melodies. Let me tell you, Josh, that's how you get paid the big bucks.
All right, so is one of my lifelines the second line, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Let's try that.
Okay. So a little country church on a 2-lane road, a bride and a groom coming out the door. White lace dress and a red bouquet, just married written on a blue Chevrolet.
That didn't help me.
No.
Tough
crowd. Nothing?
I don't want to burn another lifeline though. It's hard not to burn two. I feel like
it's all right.
I came out of the gate strong in that first one.
That's all right.
And then
this as a spoiler alert, this is your last one, so if you need to burn one, go for it.
Okay, well then let's see.
So the last one you've got left I think is in the comments.
And I have artist initials. I haven't used that one yet.
Oh, that's correct. Yes.
So yeah, give me the artist initials.
Okay, the artist initials are KC.
Kenny Chesney?
That's a correct answer. Do you know the name of the song?
No, I guess if it's my last one, I might as well burn. I'm gonna burn the comments, I guess.
All right. So the first comment I've got is "White Wedding" by Billy Idol.
That's definitely not it. Thank you, Josh Poole.
Josh is keeping true to his word.
Kenny Chesney, Falling Low.
Do you think that's right, or do you think that's wrong?
Who was that said that? Kim
Garmery.
I'm gonna trust you, Kim.
All right.
That is my final answer.
All right, here we go. Let's see here.
Hey, there you go. Kim came through.
That's right. Cindy Lucas, how's it going? Cindy, I like your hair, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Thank you, Kim. Your gift bag is in the mail.
There you go. All right. See? It was that easy. So, by the way, I believe that might have been a tie.
I'll take a tie.
Yeah. I'll take a bow tie. I mean, yeah.
Well, you know, we're both drummers, we're both singers, and we tied. So, I mean,
Kim says, "You are welcome." All right. So, let's get into some nitty gritty, but not the dirt band, if you will. Tyler Weeks. So, you know, as I kind of did in the quick little intro, you're currently playing down at I keep saying down. You're playing up at the I already forgot the name. Music Hall.
Main Street Music
Main
Hall
Street.
in
Main
Osage
Street Music
Beach.
Hall. Yes.
Yes.
So, like, if somebody wanted to go and check you out, what nights or what times do you play?
So show times are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 p.m.
Very cool.
So you can get tickets at lakemusichall.com, or you can buy tickets at the door.
Oh, those don't look like drums. that looks like guitars there.
Yeah, so
So you're kind of a multi.
I do a little bit of
instrumental
I do a
stuff.
little bit of everything. I play drums for 2 songs.
Is that right? Is that what you said? They can get tickets?
Yeah, lakemusichall.com.
There you
That's
go.
it. Yep.
Check it out for tickets.
And you can get tickets at the door as well. I believe they're $24
Very cool.
for tickets.
Yeah. So tell me about the show. Like, how long of a show is it?
So it's
What all do you guys do?
it's 2 hours. So we used to do 2 shows. They would have a country show like 3 nights a week, and then they would do they call it Reeling in the Years, which is like hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, more of a rock show the other 2 nights. But since COVID happened, they cut back to 4 nights a week. And since we got such a late start on the show, they just combined the 2 shows into one. So
Gotcha.
the first half of the show is country, and then the second half we do impersonations, 60s, 70s, and 80s hits. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, second half of the show, I dress up in full Stevie Wonder get up, and then I transition and do a Prince bit in full costume, and we got Michael Jackson and Reba McEntire.
Wow.
Yeah, we got the Temptations. I mean, there's a bunch.
And you do
so.
Reba and the Temptations?
No, I didn't. I do.
Man.
I sing the Temptations. I do not do Reba. No, no, I do not.
Do you
that.
do Stevie?
I do.
So
yeah.
do you get walked out on stage?
No, I think it would
How's
be
how's your head bob game?
you know, I got you got it's a constant smile.
That's true.
You know, yeah.
Yep.
You always got to smile, but it's a good time. You know, crowds are a little low right now. It seats 872 people.
Wow, it's a big theater.
Yeah, but
That's a big theater. Wow.
you know, right now everybody's just so scared to get out and go do anything.
Sure.
You know, so but then that will run till let's see, about the middle of October, and then we cut back to just Fridays and Saturdays because we're rehearsing for a Christmas show during that time, and then Thanksgiving weekend the Christmas show opens, and that'll run through December 20th.
Oh, wow.
So
Never any downtime, it doesn't seem like.
no. So the only downtime is January through like the end of March, which is our off season. So, but Christmas time's a good time. Like Santa Claus comes and like we invite the kids on stage to sing and
Oh, that's awesome.
all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, so I found on, in my research department, excuse me, it wasn't me. I have a whole department.
Mhm.
Yeah, so how did you come to get the position there at Main Street Music Hall?
So I won the 2020 Country Idol karaoke contest at Friends back in February, and there were some people there that were involved with the show, and then there's a friend of mine who sang on the show who posted auditions on her Facebook, and so I reached out to her about it and asked her, and she said, yeah, come on down and do it. So they initially wanted me to bring a background track and sing 2 songs.
Gotcha.
They wanted a fast song and a slow song, and I said, well, I mean, can I just bring a guitar? You know, I mean,
Right, instead of playing with tracks, yeah.
I mean, I can play myself, and so she said, you can do that? And I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I brought a guitar and went down, and they were basically telling everybody that had sang, they were going to do callbacks, and they were going to, select a few finalists, and then they were going to do callbacks. Well, I sang, and then as I was getting ready to leave,
the owners of the theater stopped me in the lobby and basically offered me the job on the spot. So
Wow.
Cool.
yeah, it was cool. We were supposed to open May 1st, but we didn't open till June 26th. So typically we have like 3 months to rehearse a show, and we had about 3 weeks to prepare the show to get it together. So we were on crunch time from day one. So
Yeah, that's talk about boogie.
yeah, and we've had crazy stuff happen when one of our cast members actually tested positive for COVID, so we had to have a replacement come in for 2 weeks, and
Oh wow.
yeah, so I mean it's been crazy. So
Yeah. That's a cool gig to have, but definitely kind of hard times to get started in on, I would
definitely.
imagine.
Yeah, it is for sure. But I mean, 'tis the circle of life. So
Yep, that's true. That is the way it goes. So speaking of circle of life, if anybody, so I over just the past couple months have started to get to know Tyler, and I think Tyler's a fantastic guy. So I don't know a lot about him. I know that he likes country music and that kind of stuff, so it's easy to make some fun assumptions. But one of the first things I learned about you as you were putting the show together is your Prince impersonation.
yeah.
And so I just have to, kind of let people in on this. I want to throw some of this up so people can kind of get an idea of what's going on there. So, of course, there's the purple one himself, Prince, rocking that infamous guitar. And we've got some Tyler Weeks over here doing the same thing.
That
Boom.
is me.
I mean, it's like there's a mirror effect on the screen. It's that's fantastic. So you and I kind of talked about this previously. Like everybody, I've kind of let know that you, Tyler, are the person that comes in and does our commercials here on the Audio Roast podcast. Which, by the way, people have even commented on how good those sound. So,
Well,
especially the new ones.
Good help is hard to find.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
That's why he results to me.
So talk about this outfit, because this Prince costume you have has kind of altered. It started out as one thing and ended up as another. So you were telling me like it was a piece of a Joker costume or something.
So I have a Joker costume that I bought years ago, like when The Dark Knight first came out. And I spent like $300. I'm a huge Halloween fan. Like I just love dressing up for Halloween and doing all things related. So I bought this costume, and it was like very, very movie authentic. Like it had the gloves and the jacket, the vest, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I actually took that in when they talked about doing Prince, and it didn't really kind of fit the look they wanted. They let me use the shoes though, so I actually have a pair. You can't see it in that picture, but I actually have a pair of purple velvet Steve Maddens.
No kidding.
Yeah, slip-on shoes. So I used that, and then the owners of the theater actually pay for all the costumes, so they actually found that.
That's awesome.
I don't know where they found it, but they found the wig, and they found the rumple or the ruffled shirt and the jacket, the whole thing. So yeah, they actually found that. They did a great job.
Josh Poole says Prince wasn't as orange as Tyler. I'm not sure.
He was definitely.
He was definitely.
He definitely. I'm not the right color as Prince all the way around. So.
Yeah. He wasn't as pale as Tyler in real life. Yeah. No. I actually maybe. I don't know. I like to razz you about that because I think it's awesome that you go that far in. And the reason I razz you is because I also, whenever I do impersonations and stuff, go all in, and I respect and appreciate that other people do. So I give you a hard time out of actual respect, because a lot of people will try to put a tribute together or try to do something and just kind of half-ass it. So I think it's cool that you dive head first and wig first and purple first into it. So
well,
awesome.
I mean, go big or go home.
That's right. That's right. So I've got a little clip here of you playing a show there at the theater.
Okay.
So we'll kind of give people a preview of what you guys are offering down there. Now, how many people are doing the show with you? You've got there's like a backing band, and there's other people that come up and sing and stuff. Like,
so there's I'm trying to think. So there's 4 in the bands. We have drums, bass, lead guitar, and piano, and then there's 5 of us singers.
Oh wow!
Up front. So there's 3 ladies, and then myself and Larry Melville, who does most of our MC work.
Very cool.
So so there's 5 of us up front, and then our bass player Sandy Gum, also she sings some. She does a Trisha Yearwood impression.
Yeah.
And she does Anne Murray. So
oh, cool.
Yeah. So she does sing from back there, but then our lead guitar player Mark McFeeters is fantastic. He's played everywhere and like can play anything.
So a lot of these other people that you're playing with, have they been there at that theater for quite some time? or are they a lot of new people as well?
Mark, our guitar player, has been there 20 seasons.
Wow.
Dan Schisler, who's our piano player and band leader, he's been there like since the inception, which I think was 83.
Jeez.
I think it may be sooner than that, but he's been there since the beginning. And then Steve Ritchie, who's our drummer, is from St. Louis. This is his second year. He played in all the big shows in Branson and played all over St. Louis. And then Sandy's been, she's been there since the beginning too. So I'm the newest member, my first season. And Presley, who actually was the one that posted the audition, this is her second season. So
okay.
She was new last year and then told me about it.
That's awesome.
I'm the new guy. Everyone else has been there, with the exception of Presley, 2 years, and then you go up to, I think, 9 seasons. So we're the two newbies on the show.
Jeff Ward asks, is there a toothless comedian?
There is not. Are you looking for a job, Jeff?
Yes. That was easy.
That's funny. Yeah. Now hiring, Jeff. Yeah. So let's check out some of this footage that you've got from you playing there at the show.
Okay.
I'm going to stop that because I think we're doing the old double sound thing that we were doing the last couple of weeks, and I freaking hate that. So I'm going to see if I can somehow try and get it fixed.
Donate to Patreon.
Yep, time to get Tyler in here
you
for another
just keep setting them up, and I'll keep knocking them out.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, my friend. Okay, let's hope this works. Not that, not that. This. I like your jacket.
That is mine, actually.
Is it?
That is.
That stage looks huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I'm sure you're excited that my mom shot that video. She shot that non-vertically.
She did. I give her bonus points for that.
I told her when she was shooting that, I said, one day this might be on Jared Isaac's podcast, and if it's vertically, he's going to lose his shit.
That's right. I've developed a reputation, apparently.
You and Dan and Tara.
Well, yes, and I will be honest, Dan and Tara have disliked that for a long time. I didn't give a shit until I started doing the show, and as you can see, all my videos are vertical. No, horizontal. Landscape. There you go. There's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, it looks really bad whenever I have to zoom in really hard on something that's shot, like this, and it's zoomed out. It gets really grainy and just gross. So yeah. No, so your mom shot that.
She did, yeah.
So does she come and see a lot of your shows and whatnot?
Yeah, they've been, I don't know, like 4 or 5 times now. I said, Mom, it's the same show every time. That's not going to change, but I think she just
not
likes...
until Christmas.
I think she just likes the idea.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. So. I think that's great that your parents support you like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and again, to recap, you said you got this from singing karaoke, from winning a karaoke contest.
Yeah, so that song right there, actually, Firecracker, was what won me the competition. So
Really?
they kind of wanted to feature that in the show. Yeah.
And was this last year at Friends? Is that right?
It was February this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was, yeah.
Wow. So this all came together super quick. For
Yeah,
you
it
then.
was. It happened fast. It's unfortunately right now though. I guess they're the owners of the theater. They got the PPE money from the government.
Right.
So typically, if they don't have at least like 40 tickets like for a night, they'll cancel the show. But they've been running lower crowds because they were getting the government money.
Right.
Well, now that that's ran out, I don't know. They're talking like they may put us on a hiatus for a little bit to kind of see.
To kind of balance that
Yeah,
out.
so I don't know, but it's a good thing I just got a backup gig. I landed. I'm the new DJ at Friends Karaoke. Actually, also I just got
that's
a
right.
new DJ
Yeah.
gig there. So
I saw you post a video or two.
Yeah.
Trying to get some people invited out and stuff. So.
Yeah, so I picked that up just because I don't know what's going to happen with the show. Everything's kind of up in the air, and you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, no, that's awesome. And I obviously you have kind of a passion for karaoke and stuff. You enjoy doing it. So
well, I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, karaoke is what it is. Do you actually know the definition of karaoke? Do you know what the word means?
I don't. Is it an actual Japanese word?
Because
I know that karaoke is big in Japan.
The definition of karaoke is tone deaf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know like what language it originates from?
That I don't know, but I know that like if you look it up in the dictionary.
So you're saying you didn't come prepared? You didn't do your research?
I didn't.
That makes two of us.
3 of us.
Okay, there you go. Yes. Well, hey man, I think that's really cool. I think it's an awesome gig to land. Like I said, and before you got here, Kelly and I were talking about shows and stuff in general for all bands during this pandemic crap. It's really hard, and thankfully, like with the Saints and the Dirty Saints, it's we've had several years, 5+, 6+, 7, whatever years of putting work into it to establish a crowd. But for you to be in a totally new gig in the middle of all of this, that's got to be a kind of a hard pill to swallow. It's, I mean, I don't want to say it's deflating, but it.
Well, I mean, it kind of is. I mean, I spent, I've been singing since I was 3, and so I mean, it's all I've ever done, and I mean, I played in several different bands, and I mean, I've done the bar scene, and I mean, and then I played some bigger stuff too, and I played with McKenna and Brock for a long time.
Okay.
We opened for Sheryl Crow and Uncle Cracker, and I mean, I did some big stuff. We actually did speaking of country, we actually did a 3-day weekend tour with Keith Anderson, the guy that sings Pickin' Wildflowers.
Oh, okay.
We toured with him for 3 days, and so I've gotten to do a lot of cool things, but I never made a living at it.
Right.
I mean, as anybody knows that plays in a local band, I mean, most people have to have a day job.
Absolutely.
And so now not having to have a day job and doing that, I was so grateful. And then
right, because there's freedom that comes along with that.
Right,
It's
it happens in the middle of a global pandemic, and so now it's like I've got to still find a backup job, just to kind of supplement things. So it's tough, and I mean it can be deflating, but
well, stick with it, man, because I think you sound fantastic.
Well, I appreciate
it. Seems
that.
like a good fit for you. Like I really envision this going well for you long term.
Well, it's cool that you got me in here with Kelly too, because we did the benefit for our buddy Brian Wade last.
That was actually my first
August.
actual introduction to you.
Yeah, and so and Dirty Saints played it, and then we lost Brian in April. So but yeah, man, I just I think Springfield is and that's something too down at the lake is big too. Just the support for local music.
Yep.
Especially right now, and I know musicians across the board are just wanting to get out there and play gigs again.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, no, it's good to be there for one another for sure.
Yeah, and as we were talking earlier too, I mean, everything changes daily, so it's hard to, you can't just get going again, because by the time you really start to get rolling again, something else will change.
Sure.
It'll shut down. It's been real tough.
Yeah, that's very true. It's very true. So Tyler too, you said that you played in other bands and whatnot. What like around Springfield or where at and what bands?
Yeah, I played. Oh my gosh, I mean, I played with McKenna and Brock. I was their first drummer. They started like in 2009, and we played. We probably played around this area. I played in Nashville. I played at Tootsie's in Nashville. I played there a couple times. I played all over Texas. Even ventured into. I'm I mean, obviously all the surrounding states, but the coolest thing I probably ever did, though, wasn't a show that I played. I got to play drums for a friend of mine who's no longer with us, but he was like the biggest Elvis fan that I had ever met.
Oh, yeah?
And like was into old cars. And I actually talked to Dan and Tara when I was on their podcast a little bit about this. But he was into old cars and like wrote songs. And so he wasn't a great singer, but he just had a passion to do it. And so my junior year in high school, we loaded up in the back of a cherry red 57 Chevy Nomad and drove to Memphis.
Oh, wow.
And I actually I played drums on his album at Sun Studio, where Elvis recorded his first track.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
And so that was probably the coolest experience that I've gotten to do, just from the nostalgia of doing that. Because like you're in the room, and there's Elvis, and then over in the corner, there's a guitar that was signed by Marty Stewart. And
wow.
And you can pick it up and play it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. There's
wow.
There's
because of course Marty Stewart was a big Elvis fan as well.
Yeah. There's I mean, B.B. King paraphernalia. Like there's everything that's synonymous with rock and blues and country in Memphis, and we actually got to record. I sang background vocals holding the very microphone that Elvis sang in. So
wow, man,
yeah, that's really cool.
What a very cool notch in the belt.
Yeah, that was so that's probably my most defining moment. And I said I was a junior in high school, so that was a lot to.
And that's young to do all that. Yeah,
and I probably didn't appreciate it as much then because I was young and didn't really.
Sure, but the fact that you realize now that you maybe didn't, you kind of maybe took it for granted a little bit, has probably opened your eyes from here on out to be like, hey, wide open, live in the now, and appreciate everything that comes your way.
Yeah, and there's a shirt.
It's not lost on you.
There's a shirt that I actually wear at the music hall if you come to the show. That when we were leaving, he took us to Graceland, paid for us to go, and I'd never been there. And then in the lobby of Graceland was this shirt, and it was like laced with 24 karat gold all the way through it.
Oh wow!
And it was like $375 or something, and I just talked about how much I wanted it, and obviously my dad was like, well, you don't want it that much, and so
and you're like, oh yeah,
yeah. So we left, and a week later, I got a FedEx package in the mail, and it was that shirt, and the guy that had played on the album for had purchased it for me.
No way.
And sent it to me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's no longer here now. So I mean, those are just
that's special.
memories I can hold on to, man. And music is the one thing that's given me so many good memories of things. I said it speaks to everybody, and you can take people up, you take people down, you can spank them on the ass, you tell them to go sit in the corner. Like you can do anything that you want to do.
Yep.
And that's addicting.
Yes, it is.
And you don't know it unless you've done it.
Yep. No, that's very valid. Very valid point. That's very cool. I'm glad to have learned a lot more about you and kind of your background. I didn't realize that you started so young and had so many awesome experiences that quickly. So.
Yeah, last thing I'll say, when I was 6, so we're talking about country, I opened for the legendary Eddie Rabbitt when I was 6 years old.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Nice.
We lived in Lamar, Missouri. My dad was president of the fair board, and they brought him in for a concert. And so I sang Great Balls of Fire at 6 and brought Eddie Rabbitt on stage.
Man, what a treat. And I'm a huge Eddie Rabbitt fan.
Yeah. And there's a picture of me and him with my little bitty cowboy hat on his head. And I remember he was just like a stand-up guy.
That's awesome.
Stand-up guy, yeah. So that was my that was what really got the juices flowing for me in music.
Yeah.
6,000 people at 6 years old, and you're like,
yeah. It's pretty addictive from there on out.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, Kelly, let's get you in on this. Let's play another game, and then we'll let you get some. We'll learn some more about you after that.
Okay.
Now, in this game, Kelly, I know that you're a metal, heavy metal fan, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Tyler, are you a metal fan at all, or kind of, sort of, not really?
I mean,
more of a rock guy, more of a country and rock guy.
More of a rock, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not big into the screamo
Same.
stuff.
Same. The only reason I ask because in the 80s and stuff, everybody used to say it was devil music if you played your records backwards. And as a matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do. So it's nothing to do with heavy metal music. Of course, it's country from the year 1995, but we're putting a spin on it, if you will. We're gonna play some of this stuff backwards.
speaking of that, did you know I've seen Frozen so many times? Did you know, because I have kids, did you know that if you play that in reverse, it's a scene-for-scene remake of The Exorcist?
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. I could see that. I could see it's all coming together.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Okay, we've got our Unabomber note taker, Josh Poole. Fact check: karaoke, as defined by Webster's, means empty orchestra. So take that, Tyler Weeks. Get your shit together. And as as a throwback to the Country from 1980 episode, Charles House says it's pronounced Trashville. I keep telling y'all. And then Brian Betancourt says lots of great talent in and around Springfield. And Brian, that is very, very true.
Fact.
Very true. And not only that, but I appreciate exactly like what Tyler was saying, how people in the music community support one another. It's real easy, and it used to be like that in Springfield. And I feel like really and truly, we're making waves in that. You know, in the last decade or so, it didn't used to be that way. It used to be cutthroat and do everything you can to hold everybody down as you try to claw your way up on the ladder. And I think at some point we just realized, hey, this shit ain't working, and it's tiring us out to try and compete like this. So
totally. If you were in a band, I mean, that was just like your gang.
Yes.
You know, everybody else was the enemy,
and
it was cutthroat.
And you were doing it wrong if you didn't have that philosophy and mindset. Yeah. You're right. But I will say I'm glad that that's turned around, because it's a lot better and more positive feeling, and it just makes you feel better about what you're doing by helping each other out and supporting each other than it does to tear each other down, which is, you know, kind of the whole concept of this show, is to kind of unite people and bring people together from different circles that maybe their paths haven't crossed, or maybe they don't know each other at all. So Terry Jones, is Tyler really that red, or is there a red light on him? Nope, he is really that red. He's the widow and bearist. Okay, so we are going to play some Guess the Song in Reverse, and it's as simple as it sounds. I will say that some people have a knack for this, and some people don't, but almost every time that we've played this, the first person to go usually doesn't get it, because it's kind of hard to wrap your head around it, but once you do, you're off to the races. So that being said, it looks like, Kelly, you're going to start us off on this one, since Tyler started us off on the last one.
All right.
So, no pressure. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. So this is going to be about 30 seconds of music. It's going to be backwards, and see if you can give me the title and the artist.
Sounds like Tim McGraw. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
All right, let's see if that is correct. The answer is Tim McGraw. I like it. I love it. Man,
Nice
good job. Yes, good job. And I forgot to say this, but for the whole show and all these games, these are all going to be answers based on country music from the year 1995. So fantastic job, Kelly.
Which I believe was the #1 hit for 1995 for that entire year.
Oh, somebody has done a little research.
A little bit.
Wow.
Just a little.
Ah, well. I appreciate that, sir. Yes, that is correct. So Kelly has got 2 points for an artist and a title. Tyler, you're next on the hot seat. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah, just so Josh Bullitt knows I'm not completely full of shit. K-Rookie right here, too, says...
I love it.
We're not going to let this go.
A Japanese word meaning tone deaf. It also means...
And what is your source, sir?
Livejournal.com. I don't know. It's the first thing I typed up when I put in Karaoke means tone deaf. It's popped up.
When you... Oh, get in there. Why won't that go?
But I know it's empty orchestra too.
There you go.
Is that better?
We'll just have
maybe.
to,
I don't know. But I just looked up and saw it was like leaning right down on me. I like how when you look for a definition, you give it the answer and the question and search for that, and you're like, "Yep, see, it says right here."
All right, so maybe I don't know. Maybe I got that one wrong. Maybe that was a joke someone told me. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's what it
And
was.
so here, you've heard it here first. The joke of this whole time has been on Tyler. Yeah. Charles says, good guess. That's correct. All right,
That
so
was a good guess.
here we go, Tyler. Don't let us down, my friend.
I have no fucking clue, man.
Josh Poole says, Billy Idol, White Wedding.
That's going to be his go-to answer, I think.
I'm telling you, you get more answers right if you said
Man.
something about a dog and a truck and a divorce. Okay, so
It was clearly a male singing.
it was, and in fact, it was not just any male. As a kid growing up, that was my guy. That was my favorite country music artist as a kid. So, if you know me, you might know the answer now.
Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart.
Wrong. How dare you? I'm not that young, unfortunately. Kelly, do you happen to know what that was? If you do, you get the points.
I don't.
Did you recognize even an artist by chance?
No.
Okay. Well, anybody besides Josh in the comments have an answer? Tara, Jeff, where'd you go? We need some right answers up here. Up in here. Charles also says tone deaf is the joke. Answer empty room orchestra is the legit answer. Boring is the honest answer.
All right,
Yeah.
so we were both right. That's fine.
There you
That's
go.
fair.
Vince Gill? Nope. Definitely not. Good voice, but the whole Amy Grant thing turned me off with him. So yeah. And if you don't know, you should know. So the answer is Summer's Coming by Clint Black.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't have guessed that in a million years.
How dare you?
Clint Black.
Yeah. So, Jeff, what do you mean you don't know? Come on, man.
Well, it takes Jeff an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes, so that's really not any big surprise.
Oh, yeah. All right. Kelly, you're up next. Let's.
No pressure, man.
Wow. You try to get some of these at least off just the tone of the voice and try to figure out.
Yes, and I'll be honest. There's been so in the the 1980 country episode that we did, you can hear some of that, even though it's in reverse. Like you can hear George Jones, you can hear that twang, and so you can kind of pick that up. The other thing, and keep this in mind too, as a drummer, you can still hear that 2/4 beat. That it just sounds like instead of a snap kind of thing. But yeah, so you can kind of get the tempo and stuff at least. I think we've probably figured out that this is a female.
Yeah, and looking at there, there's Reba and Shania. Yeah.
Josh Poole. Something about Satan. Close. That's closer than Billy Idol.
Martina McBride was what was coming to my mind.
Okay.
As far as like the tone of the voice.
Yes, and that's I appreciate that because that's a good guess.
And
it's wrong as hell.
It's
but
wrong
it's...
as hell. But yeah.
No, but that's
and second actually, like Cindy and Jeff had there, would be Shania.
Okay. Well,
but, that's about as far as I can go with that.
That's fair. That's fair. Al, you had a good guess too with Reba. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough twang from what I heard in that to be Reba. I don't think. So let's see who this was. I do agree with what you're saying though, Kelly, because like when you say Martina McBride, like I think big voice and boisterous, whatever that word is supposed to be. But yeah, just really singy. So let's see. It is Trisha Yearwood,
wow.
And the song is "Thinking About You." I've been thinking about you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, everybody, you're all wrong. Try it again. Tyler, it's your turn. Here we go.
I mean, I hear some Tim McGraw twang in that too, though.
Okay. So you're convinced that it's a male?
I'm 90% sure it's a male.
I would agree. I feel like that's a male.
Said I hear some Tim McGraw in there.
Okay.
But there's
I think you're on the right
I
track.
also hear like Clay Walker. He's kind of got that twang too.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't begin to tell you the song, but if I had to guess, it's, I don't know, it might be Clay Walker. So I hear Tim McGraw. I know we had that earlier, but
Brad Paisley, maybe. So I like where you're going here.
Well,
with
I don't think it could have been Brad Paisley. He wasn't even out in '95, was he?
Maybe, but probably not. And it probably the same as who was it we were talking about? Oh, Travis Tritt that we were talking about earlier. He might have been out, but like the mega hits weren't coming yet in '95 for him.
I don't know. I don't know. Clay Walker or Tim McGraw probably has. It's a very noticeable twang.
Yes, and great comparison, because I wouldn't have put those two together, but when you say that and I think about it now, it's like, yeah, they do have similar tone qualities. Yeah. So let's see who it is. It's Clay Walker.
Look at that.
And the song is This Woman and This Man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very well played. Very well played, Tyler. Okay. So for our last one, Kelly, we're going to give you another go here.
All right.
Keith Urban and Alan Jackson are both good guesses as well. Although Alan Jackson has way more of a twang, I would imagine, than Clay Walker. Definitely not Keith Urban. Definitely not. All right, here we go.
Now, this sounds like Reba.
It does.
Yeah.
That's who I think. That's why I think.
Yeah. I think it's definitely Reba, but
that end part though, that sounded really familiar to me.
Yeah, but the song itself, I couldn't get you, but I think it's Reba.
Travis Tritt's Country Club came out in 1989. Did it? Well, okay, I'll take it. Josh Poole with the right answer. Finally, Reba. Let's see what song it is though. Till You Love Me. Yes, yeah. Reba. All right, so Kelly, it looks like you've won that one.
Reba has a very distinctive voice too.
She does. Yeah, just like what we're saying with George Jones and stuff like that, hard twang.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely easily discernible.
Yeah.
Reba, that's correct. Good job, Brian. Good job, Josh. And good job, Kelly. That is how we play songs in reverse. So, all right. Now then, let's put the hammer down on Mr. Kelly Bowman. Kelly, I'm going to start with some serious questions first, and then we're going to go a little lighthearted.
All right.
My first question is, at what age did you know that you were Bobby Hill?
Bobby's got more hair than I do, though.
Has he always had more hair?
That's great.
Yeah. Now, see, I'm actually going to say yes, he does.
That is fantastic.
I don't know that he has more hair. I think it's just, the whole COVID pandemic. He hadn't been able to get to the barber shop.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you one thing. Do not ever get a picture out there that Jared has access to.
That's
ever.
Great.
Tell him. Why
because
is that? What happens?
We allow him pretty much carte blanche, just whatever he wants to do, and we've regretted that sometimes.
Yeah.
But
what Kelly's referring to, if you haven't come out and seen, he's talking about the live shows for the Dirty Saints. of course, me doing production stuff for them with my company, Sunset Productions. It's not just lights that I do, but also video and whatnot. And so, yeah, anything in a chat thread, I'll stalk your Facebook, I'll whatever. Yeah, that's really where my research department is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that was a chat thread. I do remember that one because you got Scott in there.
Everybody
and,
with the same response. Yeah.
So
that kind of thing. Yeah.
And I've noticed that's come up on a big 20 by 20 screen behind me.
It may or may not have. Yeah.
I'm glad I don't look like anybody. I have a very unique face. I don't look like anybody that I've found.
That's my first. I don't know you.
That's great.
Josh Poole with the win. Josh knows exactly what's up. Oh man, yeah, no, that's fantastic. And I for sure did not come up with the comparison of you and Bobby Hill. How long have people been comparing you to him? Has it been since the show was created that somebody was like, "Hey"? Or is it kind of more in recent years?
I'm actually going to have to say, honestly, this is the first time that I can ever think of.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ever.
Yeah.
You're the trendsetter.
Well, so speaking of Bobby Hill, I don't know. Again, if we get taken down, we will start right back up from where we left off. Sometimes I like to test things through the week to make sure it's going to work for the show. This week was not one of those. So Josh Poole says, I can never unsee that. Yeah, you're welcome. So Kelly being a drummer and being the blue ribbon winner in a Bobby Hill lookalike contest, I found a little something for you. I don't know if you've seen before, but I thought it was fantastic, and I thought of you. So let's check this out. This double sound is absolutely effing killing me.
I think I've seen this.
Have you seen it? It's good stuff.
He's just playing along to all the words and all the syncopation of the words.
Yes, and you talk about somebody like just with no life. Poor guy. Okay, let's try this. Oh, well.
I've been calling y'all people better than a month now. Right back going down off across East Star Avenue, y'all 24 hours a day, and nobody answered you. Cause how you supposed to come out there doing anything about that dog? You're just gonna get it down from the computer and gonna come over here and shut that down dog up.
Sir, do you know anything about this?
Yeah, man, I tell you what, dude, one of them snipers last night, man, them chicks in the bag, and whack, whack, man, we did go. Big mistake, y'all, right there in that cooler. Oh, wait, man, I did today. Work out, man. These little girls come around here and did that bad low, man.
Thanks, Boomhauer. Let's go.
So, Hank, man, I don't know what you think, man, but y'all got to know, man, I ain't no damn Woody Allen that soon be, man. It's not going to happen.
Boomhauer, you're not going to talk your way out of this one.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that thing on the internet, man, you just go on there, point, click it, talk about www.com, you got that naked chick on there, man, you go click, 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 click.
Best part. Oh, that is too funny.
That guy must have been bored.
Oh, I'm telling you. So that guy has got a lot of those, and it's fantastic. I don't even want to try and imagine how much time he spends putting those together because there's no time signature. There's nothing to follow. Just watching it a bazillion times and knowing it inside and out. It's crazy. Yeah. So real talk here. You're the current drummer for the Dirty Saints, the only drummer for the Dirty Saints. How long have you guys been playing together as the Dirty Saints?
We started. Let's see. That would have been 2013.
I believe that's correct. So Sunset Strip, my band was December of 12, and you guys were shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm able to remember that.
Yeah. Our first show was at the Chili Cook-Off there, and during that year.
So that would have been like February of 13. Then.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just really took off after that. I mean, had some shows booked there at Archie's and everything, and it's just kind of steamrolled up until recently, like everybody else.
Right. Yeah, for sure. But that's not the first place that you have played. I said place, not the first band you've played with. You've played with some of the other members before in the Dirty Saints, correct?
Yeah. Jeff and I grew up in Marshfield together.
Okay.
And
went to school together or just knew each other?
Jeff's way older than I am.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, like way older. That's right. Yeah.
Older. And
I missed that in my notes. I'm writing that down now, so I know.
Old enough that we were never in the same school together, because he was already gone.
Gotcha.
So, but no, we started playing together around 85, I guess.
Okay. And what band?
A band called High Intensity. It was us and just a bunch of, the high school guys that were with us. And
I've done my research. I don't know if they could see that. High Intensity. That's all my notes. There you go. You've seen it here first. There's all my notes.
There you go.
Next. High Intensity. So how did that form? Was that just because you guys knew each other growing up there in Marshfield, and it was like, hey, I play guitar, hey, I play drums?
Actually, the drummer that was there that they had, a friend of ours, a guy named Doug. Don't remember exactly how it all got started, but basically it was kind of one of those things where it was like, hey, can you play drums? It's like, sure. And didn't have a drum set. And we...
Is this the drum set that Jeff ended up buying?
Yeah, Jeff actually bought it, and it was a lovely, I think it was blue sparkle.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, and made mostly out of plywood. And
did it sound like it too?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And I may or may not have acquired some cymbals from the Marshfield School District, but
Jeff says 3 years older.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when you're in school, that's a lifetime.
He's actually 4 years older.
There you go.
Once Russ left, I actually became the youngest member of the band again.
Boy, I bet you're happy for that to happen just for that reason.
Yes, but pretty much all of us except for one, our age starts with a 5. So
there you go. Yep.
But no, and we were playing all stuff that you would now. It's all.
It was an Apollo drum set, by the way. The Blue Sparkle Apollo.
It was not an Apollo.
See, so Jeff, you went and did the podcast on the Unsung Dreamers with wrong information. How dare you? You better get your shit together before you get over here on the Audio Roast. Just saying.
It was an unknown make drum set.
Hmm.
But I do still have, I used my actual first snare drum that I ever got on there, an old Ludwig Standard, which I still have.
Do you? Yep.
And we'll be trying to get that back into playing condition again.
Very cool.
And doing that. But
so, like, what kind of music did you guys play? Was it similar to what you were doing in the Dirty Saints? Or
actually, we were writing originals during that time.
Oh, really?
And had a few originals out, but we were playing like Bad Company and Rick Derringer, stuff like that. Just a bunch of different stuff. I think we played Rick Derringer. Can't remember if we did or not actually. But just a lot of cover stuff during that time. It was mid '80s, so playing a lot of '70s and '80s stuff during that time.
That's really cool. Is this? I'm going to go to a picture here. Is this the same?
No.
Okay. So what is this?
That was about 1990, 91, somewhere in there.
Okay.
That's a band called Liquid Sky.
All right. And I don't know if they can see on the screen. You could see kind of my mouse. Who's this guy right here?
That was me many moons ago.
Look at all that hair. Holy crap. Eat your heart out, Bobby Hill.
So, yeah.
So from left to right, who else we got here?
Justin Birch, he was a guitar player.
Okay.
Of course, me. That's Johnny Schmidt. He's played around in a few bands around here in Springfield. Pillbox being one of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a bass player. And then our singer there is Derek Bauman.
Huh. Very cool. And so, like, what years were you guys together as a band? Like, what time frame were we looking at?
That would have been 90 to about that particular incarnation. I want to say like 92, maybe 90 to 92.
Yeah.
And then we ended up having another bass player play with us, a guy named Jared Oliver.
Okay.
And we were doing a lot more of, alternative type stuff. We were doing Bauhaus and some of the, we were playing some Pearl Jam stuff too, but the whole grunge and alternative movement was really starting right then, and that's a lot of the stuff we were playing.
Gotcha.
Played at the Regency quite a bit, opening up a band called The Eyes. Ended up getting signed by Atlantic and then changing their name to Pale Divine. The guitar player is a guy named Rich Fortis, who is currently playing in Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
And, played up in St. Louis, just kind of in between here in St. Louis and No, it was a lot of fun. We did a mixture of both originals and covers in that band.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Jeff says it was an Apollo. Damn it, we never played Rick D.
It wasn't an Apollo. You can buy it.
Okay, I'm getting ringside seats to this. Just saying. Okay, and so then I'm assuming it was after that, and I believe. Let's see if Jeff has got this information even right, because when I listened to his episode of the Unsung Dreamers podcast the other day, you guys were in high intensity together, and then kind of split, and you started doing a goth metal band. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
that was with 3 of those 4 members in that picture.
Oh, okay. Did you change singers, or what member changed?
The bass player.
Okay.
And yeah, we were hitting the more heavier stuff, God Machine and like I said, Bauhaus and a lot of these.
Wow.
Just a little bit darker type stuff.
Yep.
Again, still writing originals during that time, and yes, I did wear fishnets during a Halloween show.
And set your drums on fire?
I did set my drums on
fire. So see, there's no proof that it was an Apollo or otherwise, because it's just singed.
That was a Pearl drum set that...
Wait. You had either an unnamed or an Apollo set, but you burned the Pearl?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think Eric Gwynn ended up with that set. It used to be white, then it ended up being kind of a faded yellow, and all the shells were warped, and it was just kind of...
Because of the fire.
Yeah. But it freaking looked cool.
Yeah. Wow.
That was at the Regency, too.
So you actually set the drums on fire, not your sticks?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the magic behind that? Like, how did you do that? You're talking like the shells, not the heads or anything.
Yeah, just poured lighter fluid on it and just switched down.
Let her rip. Yep.
It's kind of fun.
The technical end of these stories are just amazing to me.
Yeah.
Oh no, just had a bottle and just squirted shit out of it, and then asked for a light.
Smoking like 3 packs a day, so it's like you always had a lighter. So it's like, oh, that'll be fun.
Did you ever go overboard with it and think, oh shit, that was too much?
Probably that time.
Okay, that's fair.
That was probably it. It's like, yeah, that may not have been the greatest idea, but again, it looked cool. So what the hell?
So I have a story similar to that. I'm big into theatrics with the bands and stuff that I'm in, and in my band Death May Die, we played a show downtown here in Springfield probably a decade ago, and I had a mic stand. So imagine like what Freddie Mercury's mic stand looks like just the insert, the long stick. So I had that, and I had taped to the back side of it, so the side facing me, with the fuses face down, I believe it was, with smoke bombs, thinking, oh, this will be like a mobile smoke machine. This will be really cool, right?
Yeah.
How many do I use? I don't know. I've never done this before. So I'm like, I don't know, 5. I can fit 5 of them on there. That seems right. So we get this, little instrumental break. It's like a minute and 20 seconds of music or something where I'm not having to sing. So I jump, kind of off to the side of the stage and take my mic stand, and I'm over here with my lighter and lighting all 5 of these things. And of course, the fuses that are lighting all the spark and stuff before it actually gets the smoke going. So right as I'm walking up on stage, the from the fuses stop, and like, here comes the smoke, and here comes the smoke, and here comes the smoke, and like it won't stop. And I'm like, oh my god, the next note I have to sing is like this big kind of thing, and like I go and it was like the worst decision ever. My drummer, I look behind me, I'm like, oh god, I'm sorry, and he's like he's dying, just dying.
Did you inhale all that sulfur in your system?
You have no idea. And so, and then everybody else, like all the sulfur, it's not a fog machine, it's the sulfur eggy nasty smell. And everybody's like, what the did you do? So then we open the front door as we're playing, and I just keep going like, yep, meant to do that. It was awful. So yeah, kids, practice the magic behind your special effects before the show.
Yeah, if you're gonna make it a production, have a run through it. It helps.
Yeah. Terry says, "Damn, Ernie Irwin set himself on fire, but never the Pearl." Yeah, well, some people know what to do.
The whole fishnets thing too, because we were playing a show up in St. Louis, and it was a Halloween show, and was driving back at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I get pulled over just outside of Lebanon by a state trooper.
Mm-hmm.
And I had black fingernail polish on.
Oh boy!
I think I was in jeans at that point, but still had makeup on, eyeliner, and all sorts of shit.
Yep.
And so this guy's sitting here, and he's writing a ticket. It's like, Just start shake his head. It's like, well, for the record, I don't normally wear this. This is.
I could just imagine him entering your information. Last name Bowman, first name Kelly, sex, question mark.
We're not sure. so yeah, that was a fun time. Just sort of go, dude, I don't normally wear this.
I'm in a band, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, trust me, I have been there as well. Again, and with Death May Die, like I do the whole face paint.
Oh yeah.
Similar to Kiss, except for better.
More Diamond.
Right, exactly. So, and we've played shows like in Kansas and Arkansas and that kind of stuff. So imagine stopping in the middle of Arkansas at 2 a.m, stopping at the gas station, and everybody's getting their refreshments, and I walk in, and at this point, like I've forgotten that I even have it, and everybody's like, "What the heck?"
What
and I'm
the
like,
hell is
I'm like,
that?
"What do you?" I'm like, "What do you look?" Oh, yeah, this, yeah, no, it's no. You got to see me without makeup.
Well, you never seen a guy with makeup on?
Right.
What the hell?
Right. This is 2020.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Josh said, Kelly, presumably the drum fire was pre-Great White incident.
Yes. Yeah.
I think Kelly might have even been the inspiration for Great White.
Yeah.
Did the cops say that boy ain't right?
Pretty much. I'm sure that was going through his head.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
So you did get a ticket? He wrote you a ticket?
Oh yeah, I got like 2 of them, I think. But yeah.
So this is pre your current job.
Yeah, I think one was crimes against nature and speeding.
Crimes against nature. Oh man!
Yes, it was.
You might have made, if you would have stuck around overnight, you might have made the front page news for the old Lebanon Tribune or whatever their paper is called.
Yeah. That's true.
That's too funny.
That's very true.
All right, so I'm going to try another video here. I've rerouted some audio, so let's see if this will work. But I've got a video of Kelly playing and singing. Some of you know that he sings. Some of you don't. Some of you know that he does, but have a hard time getting to see him because he's always stuck behind a drum kit.
I had a joke for that picture, but that's.
Oh no, go for it. Let's hear it.
That looks like 4 rejected members of a lesbian biker gang.
I agree. Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Or like some troll doll pencil toppers or something, like.
And
right?
Yeah,
oh man, I remember those too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't look this way because I'm taking care of myself. and Justin, and we've all got like short hair now, and
right.
And I've shown that picture to many people that had no idea, and they couldn't pick me out to save their lives.
Yeah. Yep. Cindy says that you rock some AC/DC. I agree.
Thanks, Cindy.
I agree. Yeah, so speaking of that picture, by the way, I forgot to ask, where was that taken? Was that here in Springfield or where at?
Yeah, that was in the alleyway there by the Regency.
Okay.
If I remember right. That little alleyway that went between there and what's it, St. Louis Street behind it. So
Josh says, spot on analysis, Tyler.
I mean, I think so. Thank you.
Strongly agreed.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that one either.
Okay, so hopefully this is going to cooperate now. To set this up, this is a video of you playing and singing some AC/DC. And this was actually right as the pandemic crap was starting, and we did a little pre-recorded kind of live stream thing. And so I chose this one because it gives people a chance to actually look over the drum set and see you sing, and maybe they're not able to see that. And
all right, so while you're playing this, I'm taking a pee break.
Go for it, my friend. All right, here we go. Oh no, where's my sound? Oh, I know why. Hang on.
I'm waiting for Jeff's comment. Perfect.
Yeah. Never sounded better. Let's see if I can figure this one out. There's that. Set to that. Okay to that. Try this. Go to that. Please. There we go. In working with you, I enjoy that you have fun on stage like that. That's fun for everybody. Yep.
Yeah, that's one thing about this band. It seemed like, we all came together, good time, and a good chemistry.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like clockwork, there it is. Awesome. Good stuff, man. I always enjoy listening to you sing that.
And you know what's funny, because that really kind of started out as a joke with me doing the whole AC/DC thing.
How so?
Well, we were doing it. It started in Bad Habit. Jeff and I played in the band Bad Habit, and I believe it was in a bar in Purdy, Missouri, that we first tried it, and was singing the Jack.
Oh yeah,
And,
great song.
Did it just kind of as a joke, just trying to sound all nasty with it's like, she gave me tonight,
Yep.
And they're like, no, you kind of sound like, so we started playing that first. That was what started first, playing the Jack, and then it evolved into Highway to Hell, and people like it, and I'm glad they do, and I'm appreciative of it. So.
Yeah, for sure. But you bring up a good point. I've been in my fair share of cover bands and tribute bands specifically, and it's always funny to me because I'll try to sound like somebody, and then like my guitar player will like do the exaggerated like, it should sound like this, and I'm like, why do you sound so much better than me? And it's because you gotta go overboard, and then you're like, oh, I'm nailing it. So yeah. I can relate to that kind of yeah. So yeah, and of course you're known for your Bon Scott. Do you do any Brian Johnson? Are you a Brian Johnson fan, or are you?
There is a very big difference in the singing style of Bon Scott and Brian Johnson.
Yes.
And for me, Brian Johnson's really hard to do.
He's very high.
Yes.
Very high but compressed, so it's a hard combination.
Russ was doing Thunderstruck, and actually that's one that I can do, and we haven't done it yet. But there's just some. It's really just it's tough, and it's just kind of trying, like any song, you just got to try to find what's good for your voice, what's going to sound good, what you're comfortable with doing, and going from there.
Yeah, very true. Terry referring to the video, awesome. And he also says, total respect for singing drummer or drumming singer. I don't know how you guys do it. Yeah. And that's how, I've said it before. That's how I transitioned into being a singer, because I also started out as a drummer.
I wasn't aware that was that rare. And I guess just because I've done it my whole life.
Same.
Yeah, it's same with me.
To me, I don't know about you guys, it was almost, for me, it was born out of necessity. Yeah. Like either we didn't have a singer or our singer wasn't as good, and I'm like, I'll just do it.
But
and we just...
I forget where I was playing, or I think I was filling in with a band, and they asked if they needed a vocal mic, and I said, yeah, I mean, I'll take one at the drums, and
right,
and they couldn't believe that. They're like, I mean, you play drums and sing? I said, yeah, I mean, I wasn't aware that was. I mean, I wasn't aware that was a rarity. I said, I mean, that's just when I sang before I started playing drums, and then that's how I grew up playing.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not that odd to me at all.
Same. In fact, I find it to be one of the easier instruments to be able to play and sing with. Like I play drums, keys, and bass, and to me, hands down, singing and playing drums is the easiest. But it takes the most coordination and dexterity to be able to do. Because when you're playing an instrument like keyboards or guitar or bass, like I feel like you're so focused on what your fingers are doing. Because otherwise your whole body's into it.
For me, what I try doing is at least trying to get the song down first more than anything, and making that second nature to where I can just play it without thinking about it. That way I can concentrate on the vocal and trying to get that down. And everybody's got their own way of learning a song and how they do it.
For sure.
That's just my way.
But you're right. You should be able to separate the two and be able to kind of focus on both, and then you bring them together, and you're not really having to focus overly on either one because it's just second nature.
Yeah.
Al Hutches with a throwback question from the AC/DC episode. Can he sound like Dan Evans, though? Or I'm sorry, Dave Evans.
Probably not.
Probably not, yeah. Oh, man. All right, good stuff. And then we're gonna go. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and play another game. Let's keep the ball rolling on this. Again, this is another untested. Hopefully, we'll stay on. If we don't, but we should be good. I feel like we'll be good. So we've done, guessing some lyrics just by the first line of the song. But now we're gonna kind of jump into the middle of the song, and we're gonna do a little game called Karaoke Cutoff. And it's just exactly what it sounds like. So you are going to finish the next line when the music stops. So you can almost think of this as like musical chairs, except for you got to keep singing. Since you're already sitting.
This is the one where you're totally into it and they cut the music off just to embarrass you.
100%.
Like,
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. All right. So, let's see here. Tyler, I believe it's your turn to start a game off.
All right.
So, sir, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. That a boy. All right. So here comes your first song. We'll let you know who and what it is. Shania Twain.
Okay.
Any Man of Mine. All right. Well, here's where you get your entertainment value here on the Audio Roast. This is going to be good. I'm excited for this. Okay. Are you ready?
So this is just going to start at a random spot?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead and sing along and keep it going.
Even when I'm ugly, still better love. I can be late for a date, that's fine, but you better be on time. When I'm out, it's just right. When last year's dress is just a little too tight. And anything I say, that'll be okay when I had a bad hair day.
All right. We got a winner. We've got a winner. Somewhere around here, I've got some sound effects and some stuff. No, I don't. Whatever. Cha-ching! There you go. That is a correct answer, my friend. Correct answer. Anything I do or say will better be okay when I have a bad hair day. Good job. Good job. Okay, Kelly. Now that you the table's been set, let's see how you fare. Are you excited or are you nervous about this?
Let's just turn the table over and see what happens.
Flip the tables.
Light it on fire, man.
Right, yeah. I hope you're not wearing fishnets under those jeans.
Well, it's different though. When you sit there and mainly you're concentrating on, the backing vocals, and you're used to singing on the chorus only, and otherwise you're just kind of doing your own thing there. So
yeah,
this will be fun.
This will be. And I will say too, and as we alluded to earlier, I think Tyler might have a slight advantage since he runs karaoke now. I think he's kind of more in tune with this kind of stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. I have a good feeling about this. So let's see what you get here. John Michael Montgomery, Sold.
Oh man,
oh, good song. Oh, 95 was a good year.
Yeah, I don't even know if I
All
know
right.
this one.
Well, you better have your diaphragm breathing down because this is a.
you're about to auction some shit off.
That's
man.
right. That's right. And if you get it wrong,
right.
we're going to auction off some fishnet stockings.
Yeah. I think I do know this one. Okay, never mind.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah. County auction. I saw something I just had to have. My mind told me I should proceed with caution. But my heart said go ahead and make a bid on that. And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I know you ain't just mine on mine. I'll be a bidding and be at your beck and call. I've never seen anyone looking so fine. Man, I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold to the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. She got red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm about to give my heart goodbye.
Are you wondering when it's going to cut off? Too good to cut off too soon.
Any time when
Here we go.
When the auctioneer was going about a mile a minute, he was taking bids and calling them out loud. And I guess I was really getting in it. Yeah, that's all I know. So,
Oh man, come on.
I guess I was really getting in it. Tell him, Tyler.
Cause I just shouted out above the crowd.
And I said, "Hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'll give it."
That's great.
That's right. That
I
is the
don't
correct
see.
answer.
I mean, if music doesn't work out like it has so far for you, I don't see auctioning here.
oh, hell no.
Hey, I've been so fine. That's good stuff. All right. Okay, so Tyler, it looks like you got some Neil McCoy. They're playing our song.
Well, I don't know. I know this song.
Uh-oh. This will be entertaining then. All right. So.
I don't at all. I don't at all.
Oh, boy. Here goes nothing. At the front door, knocking.
I can't even read it for one.
Oh, hang on.
There you go. You started over?
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
I'm half blind, so.
Oh. Half blind. Well, we can't have that. Where'd we go? Right here?
Nobody asked you a word.
Yeah. you suck, Bowman.
Man, you could have picked any Neil McCoy song like Wink. But
True, but this is from the year 1995.
I have nothing to. Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go.
And I don't know it, so this will be.
Get
fun.
good, Scrub. I'll help you out. I'll help you get started. Somebody's at the front door. I can hear them knocking. Your mama's on the phone and she
Feels like talking. Just chicken on the barbecue. And don't worry about it, baby. Just drop what you're doing. They're playing a song on the radio. Okay, Mr. DJ, and away to go. 1,000,000 watts of love power coming on strong. Don't hate me, baby, cause they're playing our song.
God, it's so close. That was so close. 1,000,000 watts of love power coming on strong. Kelly, do you know it?
I have no idea.
Dance with me, darling. They're playing our song.
Close.
You
Man,
were real close.
That was
yes,
close.
you were. You were. I feel like you were also borderline trying to be a Josh Poole with your answer, but it actually almost worked. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so we've got one to pass over here to Kelly. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, because that worked out well last time.
Yeah. Hopefully we won't have to go and auction anything off again. I Don't Even Know Your Name by Alan Jackson. Actually, this is kind of a pretty quick tempo. Yeah. Josh Poole says, "Hey." Hey. Okay. Are you familiar with the song?
I think so.
Okay, let's see. Put your money where your mouth is.
Okay, maybe not.
I'm sitting in the roadhouse. I work for one. Sing in your mic.
I'm not sure.
In the corner, boo. Of course, you weren't my waitress. Mine was missing her front too. I don't even know your name.
Okay, yeah. I'm familiar with the song, but I
don't
couldn't tell
even
you.
know your name.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the
This
song.
is something. The next
but,
line is what defines Kelly's life.
Yes.
I've never been too good at all those sexual games.
Man, Tyler. God, this is only like
Oh my
second
God.
time, and he's just killing me here.
Oh man, you're not just killing you. He's like freaking gutting and quartering you. That's amazing.
He's on fire.
Wow. Just like Kelly Bowman. He's never been too good at all those sexual games.
I mean, that's what I heard.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Al Hutchins says it's a nice day for a white wedding. Cindy Lucas says obscure songs. I don't know about all that. They're pretty big for 95.
Yeah, they were. I'll get 'em.
Now, if you're just generally a fan of country music, I guess I could see why you're saying that. But if you're listening in the mid 90s, you would know these.
Oh my!
They're doing their best to turn this into a Billy Idol hour, man.
Josh says, "In the dark, all girls are the same." I'm here to tell you that's probably not true. Just saying, from my perspective, that's probably not true. Okay, so
many jokes, so little time.
Oh, right, exactly.
No, and apparently a tongue and a tooth is a tooth, but you can tell the difference in a hand, though. That's for sure.
Moving right along.
We went off the rails. I'm sorry. I couldn't
Oh,
help it.
that's amazing.
I couldn't help
God.
it. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, if you ever never. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so Tyler, you're up for a final one here.
I guess, yeah.
Ty
Oh,
England.
my.
Should have asked her faster. Speaking of teeth, mouth, and hand, should have asked her faster.
Guarantee I don't know this one.
Josh said it rhymed. Okay, so let's see if you're familiar with this one.
Ty England, didn't he have like one hit song or something?
Possible. What's up? Might have been.
Little dance town just outside of Dallas. I dropped my drink when she came walking by. By the time I had gone to grip, she slipped right through my fingertips and left me with my big mouth open wide. I should have asked her faster, but I waited too long. In a red hot minute.
Something that I wanted to make rhyme, but I probably shouldn't for the show.
Something about a dong.
Yeah, I don't know the next line. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
I won't even ask why.
But you said it, I didn't.
Right? Yep. Okay, so.
I don't know the next line.
Wow. Okay. Man, is it warm in here? Should have asked her faster, but I waited too long. In a red hot minute, like a flash, she was gone.
Okay.
Didn't
Well,
even get her number. Never got her name. A natural disaster, like a natural disaster, should have asked her faster. All right. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
That's how we play cutoff karaoke.
Are you going to shave the state of Texas in the side of your head, Jared?
I am not. If I were to shave it in any state, it would probably be.
I'm glad at least you said shave.
All right, here's what I want to know.
Right.
All right, here's what I want to know, and
okay.
we'll ask your viewers.
Okay.
What does it take for you to shave something, to cut your hair like that and shave something in the side of it like that? How many Patreon donations we got to get?
Well, I better have a new laptop. I better have some cameras that don't shoot red, and yeah. It's going to take a lot. So, yeah. Now, I mean, it would take like $5 for me to do that to my chest hair, but not to, my head hair where I've got to look at it for a year. Wouldn't be good.
Hey, you just, shave it off.
I tell you what I would do. I would do Rhode Island. It's pretty small. I would do it like back here. That way nobody has to know. How about you, Tyler? How much would it take for you to shave, like if you wanted the state of Florida? But whoever does your hair better do it right, otherwise it's going to look like a gun.
I mean, I'll have to let my hair grow a little bit.
Nah.
But,
nah.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll do it right here. I'll do it right now.
And that could be
right here, right now.
That could be
wow.
I don't know if I trust you shaving the state of Florida in my head, though.
Jared would do it for a Pop-Tart. Yeah, as long as it's not that goddamn awful, what is it, brown sugar cinnamon crap? Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
somehow I think him trying to shave the state of Florida into your head is not going to look like a gun.
No, it's Florida, I swear.
Now, what's the problem with brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts?
Oh, they're awful. They're dry as hell, and you got to choke them down. You might as well just get a real Pop-Tart and eat something like strawberry or cherry or blueberry or wild berry or anything that rhymes with berry.
So how is a strawberry Pop-Tart any less dry than a...
Oh, Pop-Tarts in general are dry, but the reason is they just are, damn it. I don't know, like the fruit ones have more jelly in it. It's a whole thing. Like Josh knows, it's a whole thing. There was like a month or two ago, there was this whole thread. I don't even remember who the hell it was on. But somebody, in fact, I think it might have been Shane Jennings if I remember right. So there's the secret to the sauce. But we're talking about Pop-Tarts, and we had like this whole like 6-hour conversation through the whole workday. And every now and then somebody would from outside the conversation would pop on and be like, I can't believe there's this many comments about Pop-Tarts. I'm like, really? Look at what else is on Facebook. Like, I'd gladly spend 6 hours talking about Pop-Tarts. So that's where this all generated from. But yeah.
Yeah, because usually if it's culinary and it has Shane Jennings involved in it, it's either going to be Pop-Tarts or the McRib.
Right.
One of the two.
And swig it down with some Dr. Pepper.
You know why the McRib though was only available like once every like 6 months?
Why is that?
Because it takes the other 6 months to hunt down and kill whatever the hell kind of meat that is.
That's probably very true.
Still assuming that it's an actual meat.
Right. Yes. All right. So I'm going to throw to another commercial here. This one, unfortunately, has not been voiced over yet, so I'm going to have to read this live. So yeah.
Oh, this will be fun.
Here we go. Catch me on my toes. Here we go. Catch the Unsung Dreamers podcast, the musical journeys of the not so rich and famous. They are doing a live chat every Thursday at 7 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube. Very similar to this show, except for it's unscripted, goes off the rails, and sometimes it's a total shit show. So, tune in for that if nothing else. No, it's a good time. And they've also just recently reintroduced their audio-only interviews. As many of you may or may not know, they do full story, deep dive interviews, if you will, with local musicians to get to know the people that you go out and see and support. It's really a pretty cool concept. It's kind of like a VH1 behind the music for us local musicians. And those release every Friday. So check out their live show on Facebook on Thursdays at 7, and their audio-only interviews release Fridays. Again, that's the Unsung Dreamers, the musical journeys of the not so rich and famous. Phew!
Yeah, Dan and Tara.
Yeah, those guys. All right.
By the way, I did see that Dan is desperately seeking viewers on his OnlyFans.com page.
I saw that too, and I'm like, man, I just can't.
So
got to tighten the purse strings on that one.
If you want to subscribe to his OnlyFans page, I'm sure he'd appreciate that too.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't know what that is, that's probably a good thing. I agree, Jared. There you go. Yeah. Not sure what part you agree with, but I'm glad that you do. You're on the right side of the aisle as far as I'm concerned, Macy. Okay, so let's play another game here. Both of you guys, this is your first time on the show, so I'll explain this. The kind of the whole concept for my show here was based around this segment. And this is a segment called Covering Covers. And we're going to be watching like minute-and-a-half long segments of different artists on kind of a local level. Not just local to Springfield, local everywhere. So we've kind of coined the phrase that we'll either roast them or we'll toast them. So in other words, we will talk about what makes them great, why we like it, or if they're awful, we'll tell them why we think it's awful and why it sucks. And this is the perfect platform to do all that, where you're with your bandmates and stuff and you do the whole, oh my God, I can't believe she's singing like that. Like, here's your chance.
Wow.
So, especially since they're not local, so there's that.
Well, they're not
and
local.
Hey, some of them, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Now, some of them actually are honestly really good, and some of them have honestly, to me, been kind of inspiring to see different spins on different covers and stuff too. You were talking about you would open for Eddie Rabbitt. Mm-hmm. We had in the 1980 country episode, there was a band that had covered an Eddie Rabbitt song and made it kind of rockabilly, and it was so cool. It was really so cool. So yeah, let's check this out. Now, this is, are either of you guys familiar with the old game show, Press Your Luck? Whammy, whammy, no whammy, stop.
Yeah. Can't say I am.
Okay, yes. So basically there will be like an auto randomizer generator kind of thing, and whenever you feel good about it, just tell me to stop, and that'll cue up the video that we'll react to.
Okay.
So, I think, yeah, Tyler went first last time, so Kelly, I'll let you start this one off here. And I'll introduce, this is Covering Covers, I think. Al Hutch just says, McRib.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, so Kelly, whenever you feel good about this, tell me to stop, and we will do so.
Stop.
Hey. Let's Go to Vegas by East of 7, as made famous by Faith Hill. All right, so I will read a little something about this band, and we can talk about it then. So this video was uploaded February 3rd of 2015, and it has currently got 243 views. I like how they're just staring at the black screen. Sorry, everybody. This is the band is called East of 7, and it's I'm going to hopefully get these names right. Kathy Moore and Alex Wozlowski. And they were playing a cover of Faith Hill's song "Let's Go to Vegas," and this was recorded on January 22nd of 2015 in Fraserwood, Manitoba. So yeah, let's check it out.
Borgers.
Okay, so Kelly, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think is older? The wood paneling on the walls, the shag carpet, the old lady, or the drum heads?
I'm going to go with the shag carpet for 200.
There you go. I don't think that's a bad answer.
Wow.
I feel like he's slightly overplaying this.
There's a lot that kind of hurts on this.
I agree. Jeff Ford says the amount of suck is crazy. Oh, that stop though.
Oh, my. They were tied on it.
Oh, I'm telling you.
It was right there.
Yeah. Nah, I'll leave that one alone. Gene Whedon says, gong!
Yeah, I see the White Stripes reference. I was like, yeah, that's not even close.
Oh, well. We made it. Guys, we made it.
Well.
Jeez Louise. Beauty, eh? Gene Whedon, how's it going, buddy? Gene says, Kelly needs to yell, no whammy! Yeah. I agree. The White Stripes don't need a bass player, neither do we. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Indeed. All right, so Tyler, I'm going to give you a spin at the wheel, if you will. A wheel, if you will.
Oh, I thought you wanted my reaction on that video.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go for it. What did you think? Are you roasting it or toasting it? What do you think?
I mean, that's about 2 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
Right. Oh, yeah. Good thing we didn't pay a cover charge for that.
That was bad.
Oh, man.
That was real bad. I hope that they both have a day job.
Without saying anything, I'm going to look at Kelly and say, I'm glad that Scott Henry wasn't here for that, because you know what he would say.
Oh, dear God, yes.
Jeff, you know what would be saying too. So,
yeah, that's not what he's going to go pound. But otherwise, that'll be fun.
Jeff says, have a good rest of the show. I'm going to pound some golf balls. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Just make sure you don't do it out in the field.
Yeah, there'll be a shaft involved, I'm sure.
Yeah, choke up on it.
Mini golf.
Al says, well, the mic is cool. They got that going for them.
Man.
Was there a microphone? I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler. Let's let you have a spin here.
Okay. And stop.
If the World Had a Front Porch by Jake Hoot, as made famous by Tracy Lawrence. Jeff said, wouldn't book him at a benefit. Ouch. Pretty sure they would. They need a benefit thrown for some new drum heads. That just sounded like they were from the 70s or something. That was
I don't
awful.
think they would not have made the cut for the Brian Wade benefit. I don't.
No.
think.
Yeah, I agree.
Those drums came with the house.
Yeah, and she did too, probably. Okay. Okay.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
Well, no, apparently it didn't. I mean, the wood paneling had like stone and wood all in one. It was weird. Okay, so Jake Hoot is doing If the World Had a Front Porch by Tracy Lawrence. This video has 3,438 views.
Oh, we went up some. Okay.
Yeah, so 443 subscribers. And according to the comments from YouTube, this was put up at least 6 years ago. So I don't have an exact date, but at least 6 years ago. And he's got almost 118,000 views on his channel. So, so we'll see. This sounds hopeful.
Right,
I'm feeling good about this.
All right, hit me with it, Jake.
It's where my mama sat on that old swing crochet. It's where Granddaddy taught me how to cuss, how to pray. It's where we made our own ice cream of soul.
Josh says Jake Hoot sounds like a fake name, not even a cool one that doesn't bode well.
No, I already like it better than the other one.
Same. I'm not mad at this.
Looking out at the stars, to the sound of this whippoorwill on the passing cars. It's where I first got up and learned to sing my first kiss. It's where I learned to play guitar, pray I had a gift. If the world had a front porch like we did back then.
That was a pretty high note, by the way. I would agree with Josh. Josh says I was wrong. He has a pleasant voice. I agree.
Yeah.
And
that was well done.
It was, and that the note and the run itself on the word world. If the world, like he did well. He did better than me.
You know, something, a pet peeve of mine though, like if you're doing it on purpose for like show purposes, trying to do the fake twang thing is fine, but like I always hate people that just like want to post a video on their YouTube personal page and like try to like force this accent to sound just like, but I mean that wasn't bad. That was actually pretty good.
I agree.
He didn't sound like he was trying to fake the accent, you know, like I mean,
I do kind of like what we're saying with the cover tribute band stuff, like where you try to like overly impersonate it. Yeah,
that sounded really natural for him.
It did. It did.
Yeah. Well done, Jake Hoot.
Good job, Jake. We're giving you a toast on that one. I would guess.
Yeah,
I'll toast that. Al Hutchins says, "Meh, I can dig it." Okay, well, meh, me too. All right, Kelly Bowman.
All right,
give this wheel a spin. Stop. Oh man, did you see the Billy Idol? Texas Tornado by Asogany Cusick cover. Oh god, I can't read that quick. Anyway, Tracy Lawrence. Texas Tornado. Okay, this was a pretty recent upload. This was uploaded March 12th of 2020. This video has 303 views. He has 859 subscribers and almost 33,000 channel views. So yeah, let's check out what was his name? Let me check my notes here. Asogany, I think that's right. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Here we go.
It's a nice rooster there in the background.
Yeah. Is that a bed sheet or is that what?
Robin
My what? My what?
It's playing backward again. It's just...
That
like through most of the verse, I'm like, this isn't too bad. I dig it. It's all right. And then he gets to the chorus, and I'm like, wow, there's that accent. I'll never hear the song the same. Takes. All right. Fellas, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not much for that one.
I was actually like, okay.
I like the guitar playing better than I do the singing.
Same. So this is where Al Hutch's comment would be appropriate. I can dig it up to the chorus. Look at some stuff by 100%. Leo more Macaroni, whatever his name is, covers the show. Awesome stuff. I agree. He does a lot of fantastic covers, metal covers of different genres and stuff. Yeah. Josh Poole could be worse. I agree. Oh man, what a tie-in! So it's not just a Texas mullet; it's a Texas mullet. My little Texas mullet, shaving me away again.
That's
again, so many jokes.
I'm telling you,
there's just so many ways this could go.
Oh man, no doubt. All right, holy cow. Who picked that crap? Kelly.
Yeah, I guess that'd be me.
All right, good job. Way to go.
You know, picture of Billy Idol, and then that starts playing. There's
yeah. Somehow those
a little
dots,
bit of a span there.
Those dots do not connect. Yeah.
No, not at all.
All right, Tyler.
Stop.
What Mattered Most by Tyler Barham, as done by Ty Herndon. All right, let's get the scoop on this. The scoop is this was uploaded March 6th of 2014 and has over 15,000 views. His channel has 36,500 subscribers with almost 10 million channel views.
I'm going to guess this guy's good.
Okay. And it just says, I decided to do a cover of... Oh, by the way, apparently this kid has a sponsorship of sorts with Wrangler jeans. So he says, I decided to do a cover of Ty Herndon's hit song, What Mattered Most, after seeing him at CRS, whatever that is, and hearing him perform it at the event.
CRS is the... it's like the radio... it's the radio promotion, like all the radio stations go, and like they try to get...
like the Clearwater... Whatever, yeah,
it's
gotcha.
the radio publication deal where like they'll try to get their radio spots from artists and meet the new up and comers and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he after seeing him at CRS, hearing him perform it at the event is what made him want to do it.
Okay.
He said, I've always loved this song. I grew up listening to his music, and his vocals inspired me as a kid. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you enjoy it, like us on all the crap. Thank you for continuing to support me. Thank you, Wrangler, as well, for supporting me with all the awesome clothes. Oh, well, he better be dressed to the nines.
Yeah, if he's got a Wrangler endorsement, I'm gonna guess he's pretty decent.
Did you have a Wrangler endorsement to get that black sparkle jacket that you wear in your show?
No. So do you want to know where that jacket
I do, because I'm being legit like that. I think that's really cool. That's very old school country, and I dig that.
So I used to work on a magic show in Branson back in 2008. I worked for Kirby Van Birch.
Oh yeah.
Worst experience of my life, but I mean, seeing how they do the tricks was pretty cool. But anyways, he
I was almost an LD for a magician down in Branson.
Yeah, he actually bought me that jacket.
Oh, really?
I don't know where he got it, and I'm not even sure why. But I was like his number one stagehand, I guess, on the show. I only did it for a season, and he just showed up with that jacket and bought me that jacket. So
Yeah,
it was a gift, I guess, because he had one like it, and I had made the comment that I really liked it. And next thing I knew, I had one. He bought it for me. So
wow,
yeah.
Oh, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
very cool.
Apparently, Ward's done pounding.
Yeah, shave New Mexico into the side of your head. Jeff says CRS can't remember shit. Oh, so Jeff has been to CRS. All right, so let's check out some Ty Herndon. This should be good.
What's this guy's name? Tyler or something?
Oh, I have it written down in my notes. Tyler Bassam.
He better be good if his name's Tyler.
I'm telling you, you better step it up. Here we go.
I thought I knew the girl so well. She was sad, I couldn't tell. I missed the point, I missed the signs. So if she's gone, fault's mine. And I know a whole lot of little things. And even though I could list them one by one, she would still be gone. Her eyes are blue, her hair is long, at 64.
Oh, that's actually Ty Herndon.
That's Ty Herndon. I got goosebumps. That was cool.
I memorized her every move. I knew her books, her car, her clothes. But I paid no attention to what mattered most. You got that stuff, man. I never asked her. She never said. And when she cried, I turned my head. She dreamed her dreams, yeah, behind closed doors. That made them easy to ignore. And I know, a whole lot of little things. Even though I can listen one by one.
Now I know why he has 10 million views.
Are you bringing the ringer?
Eyes blue, her hair was long, at 64, she was born in Baton Rouge. Her favorite song was In My Life. I memorized her every move. I knew her books, her car, her clothes. But I paid no attention to what mattered most.
Yeah, he was good.
That was very cool.
Yeah, he was very good.
Yeah.
What a cool moment for him too.
Yeah, for sure. Also in my notes, I see now too that that was a surprise. He didn't. So I guess his parents put that together and knew he was coming, and that was his dad playing guitar with him.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, so they had organized that, knowing how much
so,
of a
so technically not bringing in the ringer for it then, just
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool.
For sure, for sure. Okay, we've got another one more of these in the covering cover segment here. So Kelly, I believe it's your turn.
Is that Brett Michaels?
No, fuck you. Oh my God. Better Things to Do by Sarah Martin, as done by Terry Clark. Yeah. No. Oh my God. That's
I didn't catch it. It was
that
fast.
was definitely Axl Rose.
Okay.
You some bitch.
Well, I mean,
No, I'm giving you shit because there's backstory to that. So in my old band Sunset Strip, I'm not a big Bret Michaels or Poison fan at all.
Yeah.
It's just not. But I'm a huge Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses fan. And so anytime that we would do or hear anything Guns N' Roses, he'd be like, my bass player, Chris Schneider, oh, he's all right, but he ain't no Bret Michaels. So anytime that there's that, that's what I always think of. Does it qualify when the original artist joins in? As far as covering covers, I would say so because he kept singing with him.
I feel like though that that probably cheated him some views though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was good. I would have
enjoyed it by himself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think Ty Herndon coming into the picture probably upped his views by a lot.
I wonder if Ty Herndon came before or after the Wrangler sponsorship. That would be interesting. Because I could see like Ty Herndon coming on, them getting a lot of views, and then going to Wrangler. See, we get 2 million views on our channel.
There's 2 things that I can't wear, and it's like Wrangler jeans and cowboy hats. I've just tried, and any way that I try to wear it, they look really bad on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not good. Not good at all.
Kelly thinks that he can wear anything except for fishnet stockings, and that doesn't look good on him, but he did it anyway.
No, there's no.
Did the chicks like you in the fishnets? Were the chicks into that?
When you're talking about this gothic style, crowd that we were playing to, it was at times hard to tell who was who and what was what, and so
what was it? It's all mouth, lips, and teeth, or something like that.
Yeah. A mouth is a mouth, and a tongue is a tongue, and a tooth is a tooth.
Yeah, and then there's just go to hell home and not worry about it.
Right.
So, and then get pulled over on the way home. But that's kind of that's neither here nor there.
Oh man! All right, so we've got somebody named Sarah Martin from Nashville.
Trashville is what I thought someone said.
Trashville, that's right. Charles House letting us know that it's Trashville. She has 198 views. This was uploaded February 28th of 2020. She's got almost 32,000 channel views, and she actually, I guess, takes requests from her subscribers there on YouTube. And this was a request from somebody of hers in Cuba.
That's pretty ballsy.
It is, and I'm not sure. I feel like maybe she might have been deceived that she thought the country Cuban, not like Cuba, Missouri.
I've been there.
She's probably like, "Oh, I'm a worldwide sensation," and it's somebody in the middle of Missouri. So let's check out.
Just like that joke. I had some views from somewhere from the Middle East, or whereabouts, somewhere around Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly right. Okay, so let's check out Sarah here.
Don't tell me the reason why you're calling.
I gotta stop that. I gotta start that over.
What's going on?
Yeah. What is? First of all, this whole double sound shit's killing me, but I'm just going to try and bear through this. But what is she doing with her freaking mouth and these notes? This is weird. It's freaking me out. Try it again.
Don't tell me the reason why you're calling.
Why?
It's to see if I've been rising to be gone.
You talk about forcing an accent.
It's definitely forced.
While we're dogging.
Want me to say I'm barely hanging on. Oh, baby, that was true for a night or two, but now I've got better things to do.
Oh, that was the wrong chord. I noticed that.
Yeah, yes, you're right.
Watch my car ring.
Oh.
That is like a stiff jaw, nasal,
overly compressed, like a.
Just,
I don't need.
she's spot on the notes though. I'd be curious to hear.
God, that's so awful.
See, that's my problem. If she would just sing it. If she would sing it by herself, she'd be good.
I agree. I agree.
Just sing it. Don't try to do this whole twangy thing.
That's my
move away from Nashville. That's my best advice to you. Get out of Nashville.
It's all cookie cutter. Like you got to be the cookie cutter mold to be in Nashville.
God, I'm telling you,
that's my only problem
awful.
with Justin Moore, the big country artist, is that I feel like his accent is just so fake. Like it's so forced in everything he does.
Yeah.
But like, no, I would have loved that video a lot had she not tried to force the accent.
Right. Josh says, why the long face? Are you talking about my long face or hers? Al Hutchins says, I can dig it. Well, I bet you can dig it if you look and don't listen. Better things to do, like learn how to actually sing with your real voice.
Yeah,
my sister for the win. That's amazing. Exactly.
Way to go, sis! Way to go, sis!
I've got better things to do than take vocal lessons. Hers. Yes. I don't. Yeah. I agree, Josh. I agree. I'm sorry. That was awful as fuck to me. I couldn't listen to a whole song.
I said, like, pitch-wise, like, I mean, she was on pitch. She was on key.
She was. You're right.
I'm just not a fan of the
over twang.
Yeah, the fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe poor Cuba, right? I mean, if they're
all right, what's her
making
name?
requests
What's her
like
name? Sarah something?
Sarah Martin.
Okay, Sarah
not like a Martin guitar, Martin.
All right, Sarah Martin, if you watch this show, you have potential, but
you do. Yeah.
Be yourself.
I mean, yes, right? She's beautiful. I'm sure has a decent sounding voice naturally. She's able to hit the pitch. Her timing and phrasing is fine. It's just, what are you doing?
Comb your hair, though.
Just be yourself.
Comb your hair.
Sing your song. Comb your hair.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. She's got better things to do than combing her hair.
I like that song too.
I do too. It's a great song. In fact, I really love Terry Clark. If you're familiar with Terry Clark, she was kind of a mold breaker of sorts, where everybody else was, kind of doing the whole diva chick lady singer thing in the 90s, and she's like, I'm a country girl, and I'm wearing my Wranglers and like a cutoff T-shirt and a cowgirl hat, and that's all. I mean, she rocked. I loved her a lot.
Yep.
In fact, I think she's still at it and still sounds and looks great. So yeah. That is how we play covering covers, and we're going to take a quick little break with the velvety tones of Mr. Dado Weeks. We'll be back.
Yeah.
I have just one question. Have you thought about being a guest on the show? We are currently seeking music lovers of all kinds to join in on our fun. If you're interested in being a guest, or if you just have questions, comments, or suggestions, you can message us on Facebook or email us at theaudioroastpodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit any topics you'd like to hear discussed.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to those velvety tones.
I'm telling you. It doesn't get any more crushed velvet than Prince impersonation. Sorry, trying to tie it in here. Man, okay, so last week we played 2 new games, and for those of you that watched the show last week, I promised that this week we would bring on another new show. A new segment. Yep, a new segment in the show. There we go, a new game. So that's what we're going to do. Last week, Boda should be a guest. I agree.
Before we do that, Jared, I have a picture.
Oh boy, okay.
Do you have? I don't know if you have a way to put this up. Oh, I can do that.
Yep.
Oh.
As long as it's
Well, let's be dangerous here. I don't want to make sure my nudes aren't showing. Okay. All right.
No, please do. I need some fucking ratings.
Okay.
Okay, let me.
All right, so if you can pull this up.
Okay, let me switch to this and switch to that. Okay.
I don't know. How do I get it to go? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn my rotation off.
Okay.
Oh
my God.
Any better? No.
Let's turn it sideways and then plug it
Here, you try it. There's a story
in.
behind.
Oh, I know why. Hang on. I'm gonna.
Well, the picture's in landscape mode, is why I took it like that. I don't know if you're gonna be able to fix it or not.
Yeah, I can. Maybe. There we go.
There's a story behind this picture that.
There we go. Here, now we're on the right track. Okay. Now then, let's see if this works. Come on.
Black screen?
Black screen. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God, is this John Wayne Gacy? Is that you?
So
what is happening? There's so much happening here.
All right, so that is a real picture that was sent to me. I have it on my phone, and our guitar player, Mark McFeeters, that I said played guitar for us on the show, he has that picture on his iPad. And the little boy in that picture is a friend of his.
Hang on.
Wow.
Like every possible wrong button that was hit. Okay, and then I need to take that and go right here.
Did you just crash?
There we go. Carry on.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. So the little... So
the ghost of John Wayne Gacy haunts us.
So the little boy in that photo is a good friend of our guitar player, Mark. Okay.
The little boy. Okay.
Yeah, okay. That was taken in 1969 at a company picnic that his dad worked for.
What a horrible company. Yeah, hang on. Josh Poole, I agree. This is nightmare fuel.
Now, so they'll said the little boy is a friend of our guitar players.
Okay.
I will give you a guess at who the guy dressed up as the clown is.
This is in what year? 1960?
60, like late 60s.
Okay. Is it somebody famous?
Yes.
Is it somebody locally famous?
No.
Okay, so it's somebody famous.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll give you chills, dude.
Okay, and is it John Wayne Gacy?
That is John Wayne Gacy.
No shit.
That is John Wayne Gacy.
I knew it was.
Yep.
Wow.
That is John Wayne Gacy.
That is crazy.
And
honestly, so I wouldn't have guessed because he looks thinner there than what he, most popularly was.
Well,
but the face paint style, that's exactly, that never changed.
So that was Patches the Clown, I think is what it was, is what he went by. But yeah, so that was, but he didn't do his first murder until I think 72 or 73. But
wow.
Can you imagine though,
that level
guy,
of creep,
that guy wins all the cool stories at Halloween time.
Because he escaped John Gacy.
Well, he's like, hey, when I was 3, I sat on John Wayne Gacy's knee and had no idea who it was.
Holy shit!
Is that not trippy,
dude? That is nuts. And this is a guitar player that you play with at the show.
Yeah, that's his friend. Yeah,
wow.
The kid's his friend. Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
I know. I wanted to share that because he sent that to me this last week and told me the story, and it gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, man, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy.
So now on the Idea Roast, we've covered 2 serial killers.
Oh, who was the other one?
Ricky Ramirez, the Night Stalker up in New York. So he used to leave AC/DC type trinkets like AC/DC hats and shirts and
I didn't know
cassettes.
That.
So the song Night Prowler supposedly was kind of about him or that kind of thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that kind of caused a lot of controversy.
That dude was a creepy looking dude though, if I remember right. He looked he was just creepy as shit looking.
Creepy as shit and just kind of almost emaciated looking.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought that'd be fun to share.
That's
cool story.
Dude. I love unique stories like that. That's really cool.
So,
Josh, you thought that was Nightmare Fuel before you found out who it was. Yeah. Holy cow. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, we're gonna play a new game. Hopefully, this. So last week, if you watched, we played 2 new games. We played a game called Humdinger, where we have to hum the song to the other player and try to get him to guess. That one was all right. And then we also played a game called Speed Zone, where we change the speed of songs and try to get them to guess what song it is.
Ooh.
Similar to the songs in reverse. And that went over like a fart in church. So we're now going to play a different little game, and this game is called
I can't find my keys. I can't find my keys.
I can't find my keys. I can't find my keys.
Find my keys. Find my keys.
Find my keys.
My key. I can't find my key.
I can't find my keys.
I can't find my keys.
That's right. The game is called I Can't Find My Keys. So it has nothing to do with your car keys. It has something to do with the key of the song. So the key of the song has changed, which will make it sound like an entirely different song and will hopefully get us around the old copyright bullshit. So
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you got to be creative, man. I'm telling you. Don't come up with me as your freaking laws. I'll show you. Okay, so yes, indeed, the pitches of the songs have changed.
So we're trying to guess the song?
Trying to guess the song and the artist, keeping it on the script kind of thing. And so, yeah, Tyler, we'll let you go first on this one.
Okay.
So here we go.
I thought you were gonna have to like make me guess the key. I'm like, there's
Oh,
no
Jesus,
fucking
no.
way that's gonna happen.
No, hell no.
Okay.
A.
Yeah.
A.
It sounded like L.
White wedding.
It sounded like L.
It probably will.
Okay.
All right, so let's see how we do on this.
Okay.
Hopefully this goes over better than Speed Zone.
I got it.
Do you? Kelly, do you know it too?
I know the song. I can't.
It's One Boy, One Girl by Colin Ray.
Hey, let's see here. The answer is One Boy, One Girl by Colin Ray. Great job. Somewhere around here, I had some damn sound effect shit. Good job.
Him and Vince Gill, probably the two best like tenor voices in country music ever. Like, and Colin Ray was a nice guy too.
Yeah, I've never met him, but I always appreciated his voice. So I assume that you've met him. Then?
Well, my dad was in radio, like I said, so he.
Oh,
went to,
yeah.
He went to CRS all the time, and
Gotcha.
yeah, so he met. I mean, I've got like an autograph book. I mean, like probably 2 inches thick of like nothing but autographs of like just random people. And so
2 inches thick.
Yeah, man.
No, that's really
she
cool.
likes it a lot. No, and he said that Colin Ray was one of those guys. Him and Vince both were like one of those guys that just would do anything for you. Super nice guy.
Yeah, yep, for sure. Josh Poole says the Chipmunks. Denise says that she totally agrees with you about Colin Ray. So yeah. And speaking of good voices from the 90s, I'm going to go ahead and replug what Tyler's been plugging all along. If you go to the Audio Roast Patreon channel, I've been putting up some video react videos. Some of the songs, a lot of the songs actually so far, I have never heard of or seen. I think like off the top of my head, I've reacted to Billie Eilish, Cardi B, Travis Tritt. There's been several. But Travis Tritt in that video, like I talk about how in the 90s, I always liked him, but I never really. It's kind of like what you were saying with your story, Tyler, about singing into Elvis's mic and that kind of stuff. Like, I just almost took it for granted. And then in recent years, going back and listening, it's like, man, he was like freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And I even went as far as to say on the video that I made that he's made it into my top 3 of male country singers of all time. I really dig it a lot.
As he should, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Denise says Vince Gill and Colin Ray. Yes. Marcy, how's it going, Marcy? I have been listening to 80s and 90s country lately. My Pandora stations are nothing but classics from that time. I'm sorry that I missed this. That's all right. You're on board. We're just getting our last game started. And yeah, you can go back on Facebook and watch it. And it's also on YouTube. So glad to have you on, Marcy. Hope everything's going well. Denise says, Marcy, me too. Real country. I agree. For the record, I'm not I don't know what my hair is doing. It's every time I look up, that's all I see. So I'm not a modern country fan at all. In fact, like kind of 2000, 2001 is when I ducked out and stopped. But anything previous to that, I was a big fan of. So Travis Tritt, my all-time favorite, says Marcy, endless hits. I agree. All right, so let's try another one. Kelly, I believe it's your turn. So hopefully you can find the keys.
Came in looking good and looking around. She's checking out every man in the room right now. Don't go telling her about right or wrong. She's been alone for way too long.
Do you know it? I will say that one kind of throws you for a loop, and I'll tell you why afterwards.
I almost want to say it's a female singer.
There you go. Now you're on the right track. That is correct.
Is it Trisha?
No.
Because I was thinking he's in love with the boy, but that's not it.
I hear how you heard that.
That was a female singer.
That was.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah. They ain't going to find us now with this copyright stuff.
Probably Tanya Tucker, then. She's the one that's got a really low,
speaking of which,
raspy voice.
Yeah.
I got this in, so I bought my family tickets to go see Tanya Tucker and gave them to them for Christmas past year. And we got to see her here at the Galois. And I think it was February. Awesome show. Awesome show. She still got it.
So there's a lot of people putting Reba on there. I could definitely hear that as well.
Reba, yep. Actually, I want to hear just a little bit of that again.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Mm.
Okay, here we go.
Came in looking good and looking around.
That's Reba.
She's checking out every man in the room right now.
Reba McEntire makes one handsome man.
Only because of that voice inflection.
Yeah.
Wow. That totally changed the timbre of her voice, though.
Right. There it is. You hear the vowel shape change.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I
very
would never
Reba.
guessed that.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
No.
Yep. Okay, so the answer is, of course, Reba. Heart is a Lonely Hunter
Wow.
is the name of that song. Oh, the heart is a... Okay, I'll stop. Tyler, you're up.
I'm glad that wasn't me. I would have never guessed that was a chick.
I got this already.
Life ain't all that easy. I can testify to that. It's been up and down and down and down to get to where I'm at. If you can see how I'm living in this old car I drive.
This old car I drive. Josh Poole with the right answer. Darth Vader. Yeah.
Conway Twitty.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Denise says, Alabama, give me one more shot. Josh Poole says,
Oh.
Barry White. Hey there, children.
I could
that
see
did
that.
sound like Barry White. Holy cow. Oh, and the song too, not just me. No.
I think Denise might be right. I think that might be Alabama.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's Randy Owen. Sounds like him. Now that I think about it, yeah.
All right.
I think you're right.
The
Come
answer.
on, Denise. Don't let me down.
Yeah. One more shot.
Nice.
Alabama.
Thank you, Denise. Your gift bag is in the mail.
All right, Kelly.
God. Man, the song's just right there. It's like, it sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have an artist?
No.
No?
Yeah,
Tyler?
I have no clue.
No?
Yeah, I'm out in the dark on this one.
People in the comments? Marcy? Denise? Josh?
Come on, Denise.
Tara? Jeff?
Anyone?
Brian?
Bueller?
Man, the
Al?
intro. The
Bueller?
intro, I feel like I should know that the intro of that song was.
Gene?
I feel like I should know that.
Macy? Cindy? Anybody? Deb? Deb Klein, where the hell are you at? Terry? Golly.
Yeah, the song is just very familiar, but I can't think of it.
Josh says Dolly?
It's a possibility.
Possible.
Actually.
Not a bad guess. Not a bad
Possibility.
guess. She said, okay, it again. I think she meant play it again. Hard Rock, Bottom of My Heart. Great song. Incorrect. But the right artist, Marcy. Right artist. Okay, everybody's wanting to hear it again. Yeah, that was the previous one. And here we go.
I'm going with Dolly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Dolly.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that.
Okay, I will give you a hint.
It's not Dolly.
It's not Dolly, but this artist does have blonde hair.
Well, she's got that. Dolly's got that like really, that vibrato that she has is very.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I was thinking, Dolly. That sounded a lot like it.
Another hint is minus the pitch change. This artist has way more like warmth and kind of soul to her voice, where Dolly has a lot more kind of twang and that traditional country kind of sound.
See, everyone else said Dolly too. No, I'm not alone in that.
Okay. And hey, you might be right. I don't know. Or do I? The answer is, drum roll, please. Trying to give people a little bit more time. I Didn't Know My Own Strength by Lori Morgan.
Lori Morgan.
Yeah, I was never really that familiar with her.
No, she was good.
Actually,
I enjoyed her a lot.
I saw her in concert down at the Palace.
Oh, really? Down in Branson?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I can't remember how long ago that was.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good show, but yeah, it was never, just not one of the ones I really
Not your
listened
stick,
to.
huh?
No.
My favorite song by her is Something in Red. And if you're familiar with the song, it's a great song. If you're not, listen to it, look it up. It's good.
I liked her ex-husband way more than I liked her.
Keith Whitley?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was amazing. Yeah. For shizzle. Okay. And next up, I think it's Tyler's turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here you go.
She's been going out with him. She's been going out with me.
I think this is Tyler Weeks.
That's a guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's That Ain't My Truck is the song, and the artist is oh man. Can't think of who sings that. The artist is That Ain't My Truck. It's yeah, that's the song. Is it Ty Herndon who sings it? Or they're not a huge name.
Correct.
That's
Well,
saying it.
kind of correct. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I
mean-
would agree with that statement. There are no Tim McGraw. There are no George Strait.
Man, I cannot think of the artist that sings it.
Kelly, do you know?
I was actually going to agree with Denise because that's who I think it is, but
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. I'm
But-
trying to cover it up for Tyler, but yeah. Marcy's also saying that that ain't my truck. Somebody somebody better take ownership of this truck.
No, it's because his son's in country music now too.
Ooh, good guess, Marcy.
Red Akins.
There you go.
Man, that took me
Red
forever.
Akins. And in fact, his son is using
Yes.
his dad's first name as his last name. And
Thomas Rhett.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. There
Red
we go.
Akins, that ain't my truck. Oh, sorry. There you go. Got to get this graphics department kicked into high gear. So, yeah. All right. And that is it for the show. So my final thoughts for the show are, as always, I appreciate both of you guys being here and being guests on the Audio Roast podcast. It means a lot to me that you guys took the time to be here. I've wanted both of you guys on the show for quite some time. So again, I'm thankful for that and glad that your schedules allowed it. So Tyler, remind everybody where they can see you if they wanted to come out and check you out.
You can come see me at Main Street Music Hall Wednesday through Saturday at 8 p.m. Or you can come to Friends Karaoke Bar. And,
Hey, there you go.
You can see me right now Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, but it may be going to more nights a week depending on what the show does. So, but like I said, the website is lakemusichall.com. You can get tickets for the show.
There, you can see it right on the bottom of your screen.
It's a good time. Like I said, it's a fun for the whole family. It's about 2 hours and with an intermission, so not too late.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. What time do you do your karaoke on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday?
Karaoke always starts at 9 and goes till Sundays. Shut down at 11:30, and then every other night it's 9 to 1, 7 nights a week. So
wow,
and it's a cool gig too. I mean, it's not. I prefer to be playing music, but I mean, you know, I like to DJ. So
yeah, well, and just having something to change it up with is nice.
I mean, that's the thing too. Is like, you know, it's just something to have in the back pocket for in case. Who knows what COVID's going to do? So you got to have something in the back pocket to go to.
Yep.
So.
Or for how long? Yeah.
Yeah. But
absolutely.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the opportunity, man. This has been a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. And
yeah,
again, just so it's official on the show, thank you also for coming in and doing the reads for the commercials.
Anytime, man. If you need something else done,
there you go.
If you'd like for me to advertise your new brand of jockeys, I'll do that as well.
Perfect. So. Perfect. Yes. I will get with. There you go. Look at that. His graphics department's killing mine. I dig it. All right. And Kelly, thank you as well for being here. Where can people check you out next?
Let's see. We are playing at the Riff on the 29th. You know, it is going to be limited seating just due to everything that's going on with
sure.
Greene County and stuff. But come on out. You can wear a mask while you're coming in until you get seated. You can take the mask off after that. And then, you know, for was it Labor Day, I guess, September the 5th, we're playing at the Tiki Bar down in it's south of Silver Dollar City at Rock Lane Resort.
Yep,
and,
down at Indian Point.
Yeah, and be a good time outdoors down by the lake. What more can you ask for?
Right, Labor Day weekend, and hopefully the weather's going to be nice. I think it'll be a good show.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I want to speak to you also on the Riff, like. No, this whole COVID thing is all crazy for everybody. Everybody's nervous about it. Everybody's excited to get it out of the house and that kind of stuff. I want to say for the record too, speaking firsthand with working with the Saints and the Riff and whatnot, like Kelly said, come in with your mask. If you're once you get seated and stuff, and all the seats have been arranged to where everybody is totally socially distanced, everything's totally safe. But I want to say this, like, we are not scaling the show down or anything just because there's less people. Like, you were still getting the same show you would get if that place was packed 500 people. So it's, you know, we're still going that extra mile and extra length for you because we appreciate you guys and hope to have even more people come out to the shows. The Riff has done a fantastic job of setting everything up and keeping everybody safe and socially distanced. So yeah, come out and support them. I think it's going to be a great show. It always is. So
thank you. Appreciate
it. Absolutely. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. And yeah, so remember that times are rough for everybody. So may your coffee be strong and your love of music be strong, but your sense of humor be even stronger.